trying to write words that don't make sad songs. I don't want you to feel bad for the life I've had. Whenever you're around, it helps me. I get my starstruck kisses from you. You make me happy when I feel blue. You're really something I haven't had in a long time. In a long time. Are you my daydream Valentine? Always understand what I'm going through. Life isn't planned out to hurt you. Chucked in the middle, just like our crooked teeth. But I would sit here and eat glass just to see you breathe. I get my starstruck kisses from you. You make me happy when I feel blue. You're really something I haven't had in a long time. In a long time. In a long time. Are you my daydream Valentine? Daydream Valentine. Daydream Valentine. Daydream Valentine. Daydream Valentine. Daydream Valentine. I get my starstruck kisses from you. Starstruck kisses from you. You make me happy when I feel you're really something I haven't had in a long time. In a long time. In a long time. Are you my daydream Valentine?
Hey everybody, what is going on? We are live. ABJ on air number 4. This is crazy. We're chucking along. I was not live for SmackDown. I'm very sorry. I took the night off. AI got the better of me. Listen, the water sources went down. Things happened. I don't know what. It was crazy, but we're here now. We're here. We're live. We're having a good time. So we're gonna hear from Monday Night Raw. So I'm looking at it right now, and it says live December 29th at 8 p.m. Yeah. So the Netflix on Raw is not showing that there's a Netflix on Raw tonight. So is there an episode of Raw tonight? Am I bugging? Are they skipping this week and coming back next week because of the holidays? Because if that's the case, we'll go play a game. We'll change this real quick, or we'll just do like a sit down. We'll chat. We'll hang out. We'll have fun. We're going to do that anyway. But by the way, if you want to come hang out, the Discord chat is open for certain people. So if you want to come over on the Discord and join and hang out, you're more than welcome to. So come on over and join that chat. I will be calling on people sooner than later. We are doing a giveaway in the Discord right now. So over in our Discord, if you join and you invite 5 people, and 3 of those people stay and hang out long enough in the Discord to hit level 3, you are going to be you're the first person to do this will win a ABJ Cult of ABJ hoodie on me. I'll buy it. I'll send it to you, the whole 9. So that's the giveaway we're doing right now in the Discord. That's pretty much all we got right now. I'm also going to be doing a thing on Netflix. Oh, yeah, Netflix. I'm reading and typing. I'm also doing a thing on went way hard searching it. Netflix found tonight's episode, but it won't let me play it. So there's an episode. See, it's saying that the next live event will be December 29th. So is tonight's episode pre-recorded. All right, so there is an episode for tonight at December 22nd, 2025. So maybe that is going to be going live here in a little bit. We still have a few minutes. We'll see what goes. We'll go through there. Jessica, how was my day? It was great. I was at work. I did kind of tweak my shoulder, so I'm a little in pain. I'm a little uncomfortable. Alex says they hath returned on Twitch. Thank you for being over on Twitch. Connor Kirk says hi. What's going on? Stephen Chambers in the chat. Lily in the background. You can see her on camera. With the back brace. She's working on some crafts over there. She's messing up crafts, she said. And then sorry, what I was gonna say. And the other thing we're doing on the Discord is we're gonna be doing a giveaway that if you're one of the top 3 active people in the Discord, whether it's in voice chats, typing, or reactions, that's another thing that they rank in there. I'm gonna take the top 5 from each, like one from each category, and the overall top 5. Take 3 of the top 5, and you're going to be in the running for a T-shirt giveaway as well. So we're going to reward people. We're going to reward people for their engagement and hanging out in our Discord community. So that's what we're going to be doing going in 2026. Really going to build up the Cult of ABJ. I think it's a really fun place to be. You guys should definitely check it out. Plus, I have some things going on that I'm trying to test out to see if it works. So please come and hang out. What do we got here? Sorry, there's a lot going on. I have a lot of windows open, a lot of stuff happening. All right, nothing there. Let's keep that open. Sucks to hear the creator of Call of Duty died in a car accident yesterday. I was not aware of that. That is terrible. Nobody wants to die in a car accident, but at least, I mean, I'm not a huge Christmas person, but I guess it's a little shittier to die in anything like a couple days before a holiday. That's not good. What? Look what I didn't do. Eat, sleep, repeat.
Oh. Was on the side?
No.
The field hockey stick.
But like I said, we're sitting here on this Netflix app trying to see if this is gonna happen tonight. And I don't know. I'm gonna reset the app and come back. I did buy a game on for my Xbox. I don't know how to play it. I tried messing around with it a little bit. I didn't want to get too far into it because I didn't want to play it and get used to it yet. But I did get what the hell? How the fuck do you even say it? Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia. So what that game is essentially it's like a ghost hunting game. And it's supposed to be really scary and all Netflix era. So it is a Netflix thing. They're working on it. Got you.
That Jake Paul, ruined it.
Look how fat Ray's face is in that thumbnail.
Muscular.
That's not muscular. He has a swollen face.
Swollen.
That shit is swollen. Let me know when you guys get it going or if it starts working for you. I don't want to sit here and just stare at the screen. I want to talk to the people. But yeah, so I did get another spooky game to play. So we can do that on the streams as well. Tuesdays will be Fortnite for now. Tuesdays can change. Also, we will do Thursdays will be the Quarry until we finish that game. And then if we do a live stream on a Sunday or a Saturday, a game 1, we'll kind of mix that game up and play something different. So that'll be kind of the gaming schedule. We'll be here Monday. Wednesday's what? Christmas Eve? I don't know if we're going to be here Wednesday with Christmas Eve. That'll be to be announced. Set your notifications, and if we do go live, you'll see it. If we don't go live, we're not live that day. So Christmas Eve here for my parents' house is like a big deal. Everyone comes, everyone hangs out, and if I go live, I feel like it's going to be a nightmare. Everyone's going to be up here. Everyone's going to be trying to jump on camera. It's going to be wild. So that might not be a thing. Plus, we are invited to a friend's house for Christmas Eve as well, and I need to make it more a priority to go hang out with friends when I get invited places, especially the ones that friends I like and friends that I'm holding dear and hold close, especially when they think of me at least to bring me or invite me to events. So Wednesday's probably not going to happen. But we'll talk about everything and hang out there as well. Trying to think what else we got going on. First show of the year will be January 3rd. I'll be at a wrestling show for Radical Wrestling Experience. So we'll be there January 3rd. We'll be there January. Let me pull up the schedule. January 3rd. January 17th. And then once again, January 24th. We'll be at those streams. We'll be at Radical Wrestling Experience and Wow That Is Wrestling, so you can come and hang out. Lindsay with the like on Facebook. Thank you so much for hanging out over there. Make sure you hit that like, share the stream, and we'll have some fun here tonight for Monday Night Raw. If it happens, Netflix is having some issues right now. It is 8:01. We still don't have an episode. We still don't got nothing. What are we gonna do without our WWE? Oh, man, I might have gotten it. I think I might have gotten it. So this is a pre-recorded episode of Raw. I got mine going. This is probably going to be a hard watch along if it's not live. Let me know when you guys are all in, and maybe we'll pause or we'll do something and watch it together that way. I'm just going to make sure this is the right one. I'm live, honey. All right, so we got the highlights of Rey Mysterio, Logan Paul happening right now. Oh, that's right. The last episode they showed Austin Theory as the mystery man. I didn't see SmackDown, so I don't know what happened. This red light here, can you turn it? Thank you. Oof. It was a good match, though. I think Logan Paul did a great job on Raw. I was very impressed by it. It's gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be a really tough watch along show because it's not live and it's pre-recorded, and everyone's gonna be on different spots. The chat has already died. Ray gave him no love on the frog splash to like be level, or like Logan had to twist his whole body to make the splash happen. That's Austin Theory. That's what it says on the fucking on the closed captioning. That's Austin Theory. And maybe that's his new name. Maybe WWE's gonna cash in on the dairy. I guess Dom's holding his IC channel, but it's not on camera. Oh, Javon Evans. Oh, they're moving Javon Evans up. They're doing a whole he's a free agent bit, and he can get moved up to the main roster. So shout out to him getting moved up so quick. That's awesome. That's an indie darling getting the main roster call up on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Gunther's not gonna get kicked out for beating John Cena clean. I see what they're talking about with authenticity.
While I was wearing the mask, I wanted everybody to feel my actions before they saw my face. And I've made some bad decisions. I got comfortable. I got injured. But then I saw the vision. You didn't wait for anything. You took. And that's me now. I take. Really? Really? You take. Yeah. And I know the Vision's got a match tonight. And I'd love to take that opportunity and help out. Really? Really?
This is a bad promo. Really? Really? Really, really? Really, really? I don't know. That was kind of corny. Is anyone here? Fucking, I haven't had a chat in a minute. Everyone's going away. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have the show. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose. I have to. I've been watching it the whole time, Steven. It's working for me. I clicked it and it brought me right through. I'm just gonna close these out. So I'm gonna ask some people to join the Discord. It's a live. It's not a live Raw. So I think maybe what we could do tonight is I'm gonna open up the SI Awards. So while Raw's happening, we will talk about professional wrestling and Monday Night Raw, but it's not live, and we might not all be on the same page. So we're gonna kind of cover tonight the Sports Illustrated 2025 Pro Wrestling Awards. We'll make that a discussion. I'll hang out in the chat and talk to yous, and we'll make that the conversation piece. So even if you're not watching wrestling and you want to come and talk wrestling, we can do that. I think what I'm going to do as well, if it lets me, is I'm going to also go live on TikTok. I'm not going to have anyone join me. Rhea Ripley coming out with the Christmas trees. This looks crazy. She burns the Christmas trees down. Because I don't think anyone's joined the Discord server. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk. I'm digging for treasure. Yeah. We're gonna talk the SI Awards, and we're gonna see if people agree or disagree or what they would have picked instead. Maybe not the best idea when I have 4 people watching and the chat's completely dead, but I'm gonna try something. But I think that's where maybe I think TikTok might keep me interested enough to keep things going. So we're gonna go live on TikTok right now. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're live on there too. I hate how blue my face is. Like, this fucking light is crazy. All right, let's do this. Brighten this up here. It's not really helping. It's the TV is right there, so, and the blue in the TV is getting me. And my webcam is just not doing its job. But yeah, so I'm going to be live. I'm going to go live also on TikTok and try to get that going. I don't think I set my stream for 18 plus. I got to go back and do it. Hold on, let me restart. Let me restart TikTok. I hate how they make this so fucking hard to find. Right, there it is. Dude, even like her entrance has become more so performance art. Like, she gets 2 fucking eat, sleep, breathe moments. She's like, her entrance is becoming more Cody Rhodes without the pyro. Let's see if I can get some help in the fucking Discord community by telling people I'm live. Jesus Christ. We're fucking killing it. It's the holidays. I'm gonna make that as the excuse.
In the back of Rhea's mind, she would love to have Io watching her back, but Rhea also understands that at this point, not being medically cleared, Io Sky is nothing more than a liability. Rhea wants to know that she's focused solely on the task at hand, that being the Empress of Tomorrow.
What's going on, Nasty Leroy? Hanging out over in the Twitch, TikTok side. The SI Pro Wrestling List. So I'm live on YouTube right now. All right. So it is on Raw, but it's sorry, Raw is on Netflix. It's pre-taped, and you have to go to the episodes and click it to watch it. It's not showing up live. You have to go to the episodes, you have to scroll up, click on it, and it will start for you.
Biggest victory over Asuka was when she won her first world championship back at WrestleMania 37. Asuka going to deliver a kick taken out by Rhea, and Rhea now just pounding away on the Empress of Tomorrow.
But I'm gonna try to get some people in my Discord so we can debate the SI Sports Illustrated list, and see what everybody else's picks would have been, and have a conversation. But it's not looking good right now. I don't think anyone's in the Discord to have this conversation. And because Raw's having a hard time. Oh, you're laid up in bed with the flu? I mean, I would accept even with flu voice if you're willing to grind through it. But if you're hurting, man, don't do it. Please chat, though. I need an active chat. I need someone to talk to. So I'll still go over the SI list. Just give me like 10 minutes to see if I can get at least one voice in here to talk to me. But please just jump in the chats here, and we'll go through it. If you don't know the SI list, the Sports Illustrated Pro Wrestling list, we'll cover it. But the first one we're going to go with, so you have time to think about it. What is your storyline of the year? Storyline of the year is going to be the first topic of discussion here for the chat. So we'll put this in the chat now. Yeah, we ain't getting dick over on the over on the Discord. Some nights, man, we're on some nights the community's on it, and some nights I wish they can build a castle, and some nights they just fall off. What? I didn't hear you. Oh, you were waiting for me to say that? I don't know anymore. Oh, boy. How's my mic and everything sound? Are we good? Audio good? Asuka versus Rhea is a good matchup, though. Why would you gonna do? No, that's fine. You can do whatever you need to the lights. This chat's falling. Oh, not turn off completely.
Said anything.
You turned off completely? Oh, you want purple?
White.
Oh.
I want white. Is the white too bright?
No. I don't know. My lighting looks terrible this stream.
Just give me like 2 minutes to get it off.
Oh, fuck. Alrighty. Trying something new with the Discord too. With the chat room. I have a chat that I have to like let people come up. So this way anybody can join it in the Discord. If you join the Discord, you can join it right away. But you can't just speak. I have to like bring you up on stage to talk. All right. Well, I got at least one person here. Ted, if you want to chat with me and talk, we'll do it this way. So I don't think we're getting anything, but I'll make a quick another announcement. I know we talked about it on the top of the show, and there's some people in here that wasn't here before. So Discord community, we have two giveaways happening right now on our Discord. So if you want to check out the links below, check out the Discord links and come join us on the Cult of ABJ Discord. We're doing a monthly giveaway. So if you are in the top 5, the top 5 people in the Discord, not including myself, if I'm in there, I'm going to take the top 3, put them in the drawing. I'm going to take the number 1 reactor who's not already in the top 3, and the next person in voice chat that's not in the top 3, put them in 5 people in a giveaway, random wheel spin, and we're going to give you guys, the winner of that month, a free t-shirt. So if you're active in the Discord, you're participating, you're reacting, you're in the voice chats, you're typing, you're chatting, you're sharing things in the things like, hey, I found this WWE article. Hey, I found this movie article. Hey, I found this really cool video online. I want to share it to the Discord. But please leave the chats in the threads. Do not just don't go to Pro Wrestling and post. Tad, I had to delete a lot of your stuff. It's not that I hate you. It's just because I needed to clear it up. But your photos that you shared at AEW, please post those in the photos room. The one you shared of you was Orange Cassidy. Go to the photo room and repost those again because they were cool for people to see.
I love Orange Cassidy.
And we love Orange Cassidy. Yeah, Lily loves Orange Cassidy. So the other thing is we're going to be doing is if you invite 5 people to the Discord and 3 of the first person to complete this task wins a hoodie, a Cult of ABJ hoodie. Invite 5 people and 3 of those 5 people hit level 5. So you hit levels by participating, joining the voice chats, typing, reacting. You get XP in the Discord, and the first person that gets 3 people to hit level 5 and becomes beautifully damaged gets a free hoodie on ABJ for the Discord, and it's a beautiful hoodie. Beautiful hoodie. Some people say it's the most beautiful hoodie. You'll love it.
Right.
I think Rhea has a Japanese flag on her boot. I think her
they
boot.
got that, her and was it Raquel? They got matching ones while they were in Japan.
Yeah, she has a British one and she has an
Australian one.
Is it Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Australian flag. I wonder why she has Japan on her one boot.
They got it when they were in Japan.
I thought maybe she was just doing like a passport deal, like everywhere she's been as a wrestler, she's put in that country.
Maybe. I think she just recently got those.
Did she just bust herself open? Is she bleeding? It looks like her nose piercing's bleeding. It's not like gushing, but it looks like she has a little bit of blood running out of her nose. Oscar vs. Rhea is a fun matchup. Chat's dead. We're dead in the chat again. No, he died. I think the flu got him. I think he bailed. We have 5 people watching, but no one's chatting. Hard to debate yourself. I mean, you can always debate yourself, but it's not as fun as debating with others. What? That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Made some soup. I'm glad you're getting better. Like Steven wasn't here typing. If Steven would just join the fuck in. I need him. Give me Raz. Sick. Oh, all right, we got somebody. I'm gonna bring you up, but I wanted a legit conversation. Don't be a turd and fucking just troll. Oh, I didn't want to temp ban. Did I temp ban them? How do I fucking... All right, invite to speak. You have to accept to speak, Alex. Can you hear me? All right. I'm gonna have to turn you up a little bit. Let's try. Let me just see if you're coming through on the Discord chat. Or I'm in the talk again. One more time. All right, so I have to change that. Give me 1 second. Un momento. All right, try again. Try one more time. Just keep talking.
One more time.
Thank you. Just talk naturally. I'm trying to fucking set it up and you're just like standing around. All right. All right, so you're live, you're hanging out with me. Raw right now is on, but it's nice, but it's pre-taped, and anytime someone goes to click on it, they're gonna be watching it at their own spot. So the chat is dead. Live, the ABJ on air is kind of a dud because we all can't really watch together, and no one's typing. Ted is in the chat. He's sick. He's gonna give me a little bit of love and help with the typing, and I'll convey what he's saying to you because you probably can't do the Discord and watch at the same time, and Netflix. Oh, Kari saying gets involved in the match, pushes Rhea off the top rope. So we're gonna go over the SI Pro Wrestling awards and debate it. So you say who you pick, and I'll go what they said, and I'll say if I either agree with it or if I would have picked something differently. Sound good?
Oh, we're just gonna rehash what we spoke about in the Discord.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping more people would join in here and have the debate, but you're the only one, so I'm stuck with you.
Okay. I mean, we've done this already, but it'll be fun. We'll do it live.
Yeah, but legit have a conversation with me. Don't troll to troll.
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
not going to. You want my honest
100%.
opinion?
Yeah.
I mean, I already know what's on there. I already know that it's already predominantly AEW.
Yeah, AEW did very well on this list. You're just to get the guidelines and basis for the people listening. You're not really an AEW fan currently. You're not a fan of the product. You think that AEW probably had the worst year as a company this year, which is interesting because Sports Illustrated went the opposite direction. And some people think WWE had their worst year. So it's really interesting to see how this is going to play out. But Steven, we are in the voice chat over on the Discord. If you want to come join us, we're going to debate the SI list. So right now, like I said, with Raw kind of being on its own schedule, it's hard for everyone to be watching the same thing. So I'll kind of tell you what I'm seeing on Monday Night Raw. I'll tell you what I thought of the match, but we're going to have more of a discussion based on air than a watch along. So we're gonna curveball it right here at the last minute, and wing it. See, I don't know if AEW, as Ted said in the chat, man, they really had a turnaround in AEW this year, and I don't think they did. I think a lot of the storylines they've been working at and building up and doing finally just concluded this year, and I think people were just waiting for the storylines to conclude, and a lot of them hit for wrestling fans, and a lot of them didn't. But yeah, but we'll get through all that in a moment here. I'm just seeing if Steven's going to join the voice chat before we start the conversation, so I don't have to do it again. I don't know how I temp banned you, but I think you're good. I don't think you're actually temp banned.
I mean, I can hear.
Yeah, you're here, so I don't think it actually went through. I don't know what happened. I think I hit the wrong button. I'm still figuring this shit out.
I hope you didn't, because I don't want to lose my points.
No, you didn't. Triple H needs to quit making White House videos and get back to work at WWE. That would help. We did film one last part of the vlog. Lily did film her jacket. I have to film my own little 5 questions or some questions that I put at the end of the vlog, and then we'll have that edited. And maybe I put the vlog out the day after Christmas, and then we're gonna add more vlog following for the new year. I think I'm gonna do vlog in like 3 or 4 week spans, so the vlog won't be like a weekly, bi-weekly content. It'll be maybe twice a month or once a month style content. It's gonna be a lot next month though, because I have 3 shows I'm going to, so maybe we'll split those up by shows depending on how much content we get. But yeah, I'm excited to start doing the vlog. All right, T Friendly is in here, so I'm gonna invite you to speak and invite Steven to speak. Now, just because I'm bringing you all up here, please don't just spam and talk over each other. Like we're gonna have a little bit of structure here. And Steven,
There
you
you
have
go. How you
echo.
guys doing?
I'm hearing myself. You got to turn down your radio. All right.
I turned my phone off.
All
Sorry.
right. T Friendly,
good.
are you going to join the conversation voice chat here, or are you coming here just to listen?
He's muted at the moment.
Yeah, he is muted. I'm rolling the dice with T Friendly. I'm going to be honest. I don't 100% remember who they are.
He just left.
He left. All right. That might be for the best because I don't know what they're about and if they're going to come in here and not act like psychos.
Now he's back in the audience. He's in the audience right
Oh,
now.
I just
Anthony. He's
fucking
muted.
reset their levels.
Yep.
All right.
Was that Ted?
All right. Invite to speak. We'll try one more time. We'll try T Friendly. T Friendly in the Discord. How you doing? All right.
Okay.
I don't know. The mic quality wasn't the best. We're gonna move you down the audience for now. If you want to come in the chat or discuss, we'll do that. But for now, we'll keep with the Dust 3. All right. So guys, we're gonna do a curveball for tonight. We're gonna talk Monday Night Raw, but we're gonna go over the SI list. So we already know where Axel kind of stands. He's in the voice chat. He's predominantly a WWE guy. He knows everyone for the most part. If you're pro wrestling, you kind of know the list. It's kind of really shocked professional wrestling content creators. It's shocked professional wrestling, internet wrestling community with AEW doing as well as they did from a non-biased or a non-source. That most of the sources we get are wrestling news and information, and who's doing well and who's not doing well are usually like WWE veterans or wrestling veterans or people who are the top people. Like Meltzer and stuff are pretty much saying AEW is better. Alvarez is kind of on the fence between both, but most of the major networks are always saying WWE is the better company and they're doing the best and all that stuff. So for Sports Illustrated to come out and give their list and it be predominantly AEW is very, very interesting. Also, T Friendly, if you want to type in the Discord, we'll read what you're typing. If you want to kind of just hang out here, I don't know if you want to engage that way or if you're just here to listen. I'm fine with that too. But we are also live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, Facebook, the whole nine. All of them are in the alerts under live now, so you can come and join those live streams as well and help me out with a view, a like, a share, all that cool stuff. All right, so guys, the first one we're going to go over is Storyline of the Year. So Hangman Adam Page, I'm just going to read what they wrote here, found himself amidst his own madness, creating by his own obsession for vengeance on Swerve Strickland, and led to this rivalry with his former mentor, Christopher Daniels, that saw Page and his friend's career in a Texas death match. Entering the rivalry, MJF, Hangman was able to find the desire and to be the best again, but not only to prove himself that he's better than his rival, but also to redeem himself to the fans. Page entered the Owen Hart Foundation tournament looking to regain the AEW World title that has been held hostage by Jon Moxley and the Death Riders since Wrestle Dream of last year. In an instant classical Will Ospreay at Double or Nothing, the stage was set for All In Texas 2025, where Page challenged Moxley in a Texas death match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship or World title, and it was one of the most emotionally gripping battles of the company's history. Page defeated the leader of the Death Riders and gave fans the most satisfying payoff of the year when he released the physical title from its imprisonment inside Moxley's briefcase. Through this win, Hangman has redeemed himself from the evil depths of what he went into with his rivalry with Swerve Strickland, got his own redemption by beating his rival in the closing moments, and AEW was rescued from Moxley's reign of terror. This was a masterclass stroke of storytelling that won over the controversial bookings of John Cena's retirement tour. So they would have said John Cena's retirement tour was runner-up, but they're going with Hangman's redemption arc. I'll start with you, Steven. What do you think?
I agree with the Heyman storyline. I think it's the best one of the year. I even picked Heyman versus Mox as a match of the year.
Well, this is just storyline. We're going storyline of the year.
Okay.
Yep.
I enjoyed the storyline with the Heyman. Great story. I enjoyed it.
I've been saying since the beginning when people with the Death Riders, like, there's going to be a payoff. Someone has to overthrow it. There's got to be a way to do it. And I think they paid it off well. And I think showing almost like a comic book, right? So like Hangman was kind of in this limbo where he was letting his emotions get the best of him, and he was like he had to find himself. He had a level of a character change, and I thought it was cool to see. And I thought AEW did a really good job with that long-term storytelling with him. I'm a fan of
I
it.
agree.
I think I would say it was my most entertaining storyline of the year, and it had the best payoff. John Walker says, my son Nick is autistic. Could you please give him a shout out? He loves your channel, and it would make his day. Nick, I'm not going to say the last name in case it's one of those little bits, but Nick, if you are there and you like the channel, how you doing, buddy? All right. It's one of those things where, like, yeah, I don't want to say the last name because if it's one of those things where if I say it and it makes me say something else, I don't want to be a part of that life. I mean, I'll do it if it's funny. So here's what they have for runners up real quick. John Cena's retirement tour, downfall of the Death Riders. So they actually the downfall of the Death Riders is still in there. I don't think that fully has happened yet, so I don't think the downfall of the Death Riders should count. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was and then last year's winner was the Bloodline Saga continues for WWE. So last year WWE won this one. This year is going to be AEW. Alex, what is your take?
Well, my take on it is I strongly agree that the last time is now is probably the best storyline of the year in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you started off with John Cena entering the Royal Rumble, and he doesn't win. It's his last Royal Rumble, and he doesn't win. And then that leaves, what option does John Cena have to get to WrestleMania, his last WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
And then that leads him to the Elimination Chamber, where he's struggling to even win the Elimination Chamber. It comes down to CM Punk and John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk gets hurt. I forgot what he does, but he finds himself.
He eliminates Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins doesn't leave the chamber as CM Punk is going for the ropes to get out of a submission. Seth Rollins stomps him, and and John Cena capitalizes on it.
And puts him back into the STF.
STF, yep.
CM Punk does not tap.
Passes
CM
out.
Punk passes out.
That'll come back. That'll come back in the storyline.
CM Punk passes out.
Yep.
So John Cena has won the Elimination Chamber. Therefore, he has earned the right to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
Cody Rhodes was also in a mini storyline in which The Rock has said that, Cody, why don't you become my champion?
Mm-hmm. Sell your soul.
But he doesn't want the championship. He wants Cody's soul.
Mm-hmm.
And Cody, basically, The Rock came down after the match, interrupted the camaraderie between John Cena and Cody Rhodes, and basically said, "Your time is up. What is your answer? I want your soul. Will you give it to me?" And completely out of WWE character. Am I allowed to say what he said?
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Or would you like to say it?
First F-bomb, I think, on a WWE mic in a very long time, where it was actually planned and scheduled. So we got to go fuck yourself from Cody, which he stole from Christian.
Cody straight up said, I can't give you my soul because it's not mine. It belongs to these people.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
In which John Cena popped. The Rock stood there stoic and very confused at what just went down. Cena goes to hug Cody. The Rock puts his fingers to his throat and does the execute hand gesture. Cena's face completely changed, and Cena turned heel.
Yeah. Now, up until this
It was one
point,
of the
I think
greatest things I've ever seen.
up until this point, I'm with you. I think this is a great storyline. I think WWE is cooking right here. I think the John Cena retirement tour is good. I thought the Royal Rumble was done really well. I thought Elimination Chamber was done really well. I thought this was done really well. Unfortunately, this heel turn goes nowhere. The matches during it are fine. I think we had good matches, but I think the heel John Cena is what killed its opportunities to be the storyline of the year. Because I think universally, I think the heel John storyline had no direction. The Rock bailed on it. No Travis Scott ever came back. No mention of that. None of that nonsense really paid off. And I think it really killed worse. It did worse for the storyline than it did good.
Yep, I agree. It killed the momentum of the storyline, that
Yes.
heel turn.
So much so that John Cena had to revert back to being a babyface in a promo on Monday Night Raw.
It was on SmackDown,
Oh, SmackDown, yeah.
and it was
Tech
the
Forge, thank you for
SmackDown-
hanging out, brother. Thank you over on Twitch.
It was the SmackDown before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But going into that storyline, like it was Cena versus Cody
Mm-hmm.
at WrestleMania. Will Cena be able to pull off the big win at his last WrestleMania? And of course, history would tell that Cena did not abide by the rules and cheated Cody
Mm-hmm.
out of the WWE Championship.
I would have been
And
completely
therefore, he
fine
would
with John
become
Cena
the
staying a
never-seen-
heel. Yeah, he became the Never Seen 17, which once again, I'm on board. This is all good. I would have been fine with him doing heel till the very end and doing everything he did, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. Like I would have been cool with him killing professional wrestling and doing that and taking the title and then them have to bring a new title in or whatever they would have had to do. But it just, like I said, this heel thing started great, had great ideas, great vision, just no ending.
I really believe I'm sorry to interrupt you, Anthony, but after that heel turn, I don't think they don't know what to do with it personally.
I totally agree. I think personally, I think The Rock showed up, he inserted himself, and then didn't insert himself anymore, and then people turned around and was like, "Well, this is not what we fucking wanted." You know what I mean? I'm gonna fast forward you a little bit, Alex, because I'm not gonna go through every John Cena match, right?
Of course,
yeah.
But I mean, the main aspect of it was John Cena was going through every single one of his old opponents.
Yeah. Great matches. AJ, Randy, R-Truth was all right, I guess. Not the Punk. Punk was great. I think the Dom match on Raw was better than the Dom match at the pay-per-view. Just personal
agree.
take.
I agree.
I think I don't hate the Gunther match. I don't think the Gunther match was a bad match. I think it was everything we needed to be. I don't mind that John Cena is losing, right? But I do understand that one thing I will say with the John Cena loss is I understand the time-honored tradition, right? But I also think the business is changing. The business is getting new eyes, a new level. Things can't always be done in the time-honored tradition. You have to advance, and if you don't advance, you get left by the wayside. I think AEW showed sometimes you need to get rid of old time-honored traditions for certain people, and Sting went out on top. I think you had all these eyes tuning in to watch John Cena. Old wrestling fans come back. New wrestling fans are here because the old ones are coming back to watch, and they're going to bring their kids in. Like, there was more eyes on that John Cena Gunther match in attendance and everything than probably we've had in wrestling in a long time. And in that moment, I truly, truly feel you send the crowd home happy. I think you have to. I just generally and the crowd spoke that into existence the night of that pay-per-view. I have friends who are giant or who are huge wrestling fans who no longer watch, who used to watch but only knew John Cena, and their takes on WWE after that show was, "Well, I'm glad I don't watch wrestling anymore. They disrespected a legend I'll never watch ever." Like, it was universally not perceived well because of the way they booked it. Now, us wrestling fans who have been here, we're locked in, we understand that time-honored tradition, but I think that loss does more harm than good. And I think the smile of it soured the entire match, because I think visually people are like, you're never give up. Now, I understand his philosophy of I'm smiling, I give you all I had, and I'm just going to go ahead and smile, and I'm thankful for my career. And that's fine in your brain, but your brain is also trying to tell a story at professional wrestling. And I don't think it's a good look for the business. And I don't think it was a good look for to be the bookmark of your career. And it's really, really shitty in a world of professional wrestling where most of our legends die before we're able to give them their roses. Most legends don't go out on with a career that they can turn around and say, I went out on my own terms. I went out healthy, not looking like a decrepit old man. So that's the thing too. A lot of these legends stay too long, and then visually, it's like there's no way a Ric Flair who looks like he's 102 beats this guy. So you have to lay down and lose for the next guy to come in. John Cena still looked like $1 million. John Cena performed that he can 100% still win that match. You know what I mean? Like, it's the Rocky story. So it visually it doesn't hurt anybody if John Cena wins that one, but the fans hated it. And it sucks that John Cena's last moments in the ring are going to be chants of boos and you fucked up and F you Triple H. It sucks. It sucks. It like that moment hurts my heart, because like I said, I think the way that John went out and John's career has been amazing, John Cena, and I think that does leave a little bit of a sour taste when it comes to the overall arc of why do you think this should be storyline of the year. Because it's never good to see a legend, the greatest wrestler of all time. That's a whole nother debate for another episode of who do you think's the best and why. I think John Cena's the best. I think he's had the longest longevity. I think he's done more for the business. I think he's a good name you can hang your hat on and be like, that's our guy. He doesn't really have a lot of negative controversies. Sure, he has some business stuff, but he never went out and said racist tirades. He never beat his wife. He never, you know what I mean? Like, he's a good name to hang your hat on. He's done more Make-A-Wishes than anybody on the planet. And I think they kind of fucked that one up.
And you know what, man? Like, John Cena, you know, like, you might have, had him for a little bit when you were young. You know, like
I did not watch a second of the John Cena run. By the time I left
no.
wrestling, he was just starting out.
I'm talking about Hogan.
Oh, I had Hogan my whole childhood.
Now, you might have had Hogan your entire childhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hogan was your guy back then.
He was the guy, but he was not my guy.
Right. Your guy was Macho Man.
Macho
right?
Man and Shawn Michaels. Yeah.
So Hogan was your guy, not technically your guy, but your ages or your era's guy. The Stone Cold and The Rock was our guy for our childhood.
That was still my that was still my childhood as well. So I was around till the end of the Attitude Era.
So going into our early teenage years or our adolescence years,
Your guy was John Cena and Edge.
John Cena was our guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm always an Edge fan. He's my guy. Edge is my favorite wrestler ever.
Mm-hmm.
But John Cena, growing up with him and seeing what he did and how everything happened and his motto, you understand? It was just crazy seeing how it all unfolds and how he went out on his terms and everything else. Looking back, I'm 32 years old. I hate looking back and realizing that I'm getting older and our people are getting older. But it was time for him to hang him up, and he did, and he went out on his terms, and I respect that.
I respect it, but I don't think it was a good visual for the business.
I hate when people announce their retirement and say, "Okay, I'm gonna step away from wrestling." John Cena's not coming back.
I personally agree with that. I don't think he's going to pull the Terry Funk. I don't think he's going to pull the Undertaker. I don't think he's going to pull the, unfortunately, Shawn
Sting.
Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Sting's
Ric Flair.
Sting's a little different. I think Sting's in a boat where, yes, I'm done. And I think he was more done because if you look historically back on the history of Sting, he was always treated as a top guy and should have been treated as a Ric Flair, as a Hulk Hogan, as a John Cena. But he always was second fiddle to the guy with the bigger ego because Sting didn't have the bigger ego. I have my qualms with Sting when it comes to other things with his, you know what I mean, about him, but it's nothing about his character. His character is fantastic. Sting never been a me guy. He's been, all right, do I have to take a backseat to Luger? Cool. Do I have to take a backseat because Ric Flair's back and he wants more money? Fine. I have to take a backseat to this guy? All right, whatever. I'll do whatever you need me to do. And I'll still find a way to be one of the top guys in your company. And he was never really given his flowers. Every time it was towards the end, it was kind of like, oh, you're the best. You're always been the second best or third best, and we're not going to really give you that send off that you probably deserve. And AEW was like, yo, just come back, do this run. We'll protect you. We'll make sure you're fine. We're not going to make you do anything insane. We'll build you as this type of character, so you don't have to do a lot. You'll kind of be like an old school Terminator character, and we're going to put you out how you should have been put out. And I don't mind that. I don't mind the way they did Sting. I thought it was done with class, and I thought it was a guy who truly deserved it.
But that's not what I'm getting at with Sting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting at the fact that they gave him that beautiful send off, and I'll admit it definitely was cool. I mean, granted, I feel like he should have went out on his back, but that's okay.
Sting went through a pane of glass on his last match. That's fucking crazy to think about.
for Sting to even say, okay, I'm still gonna make appearances, and I'm not technically retired because I'm still entering this ring, is mind-boggling.
I think him coming out just like Undertaker did. Undertaker came out at WrestleMania, did a choke slam and left. I don't mind if you
never said that he was retired. He just said he was just going to.
He retired I retired the Undertaker. The Undertaker's retired, but Mark Holloway can still show up. The American Badass might make Undertaker's made more appearances, just as many appearances as Sting did after his retirement.
Yeah, and I feel like that was silly too.
Totally agree. But
Well,
at least Sting shows up in moments where it makes sense for him to show up.
Well, not only that, though, not many wrestlers can retire on their own terms.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, well, let's move on to our next topic. Oh, he already left it, so never mind. T-Friendly is not in the chat, so I can't really go to him to see if he said anything. All right, so our next one. This is going great, guys. I appreciate this. Rivalry of the year. You have more? You have more to add to that?
Yeah, I just want to apologize for going on a little bit too long.
No, that's fine. We have a 2.5 hour Raw to cover. Yeah. Rivalry of the year. The Sports Illustrated goes with Hangman Adam Page and Jon Moxley. For 273 days, Jon Moxley had a stranglehold on All Elite Wrestling. He retired Bryan Danielson at WrestleDream 2024, promptly locked away the company's top prize from the public eye, and it wasn't until All In Texas the AEW Men's World Championship belt saw the light of day again. And Moxley's loss to Hangman Adam Page in a truly brutal and bloody Texas death match was a satisfying conclusion, and his fourth reign with the title was desperately needed. There's more to write here, but I'm not going to go through everything. But they say runners up for this will be Toni Storm, Mariah May, and CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Last year's winner was CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. I'll start with you, Alex, this time. Do you agree with the rivalry of the year, or would you have went somewhere else? Would you have went with the CM Punk, Seth Rollins, or Toni Storm, Mariah May? Floor is yours.
I would have went with the CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Because it's poignant. CM Punk's return to WWE, I believe, in 2023, or was it 2020? Yeah, it was 2023, right?
I'm semantics. Just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, CM Punk's return to WWE was a giant, like, talked about angle.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when CM Punk came back and he vowed that he would win the WWE World Title, Seth Rollins said, um, "I will die before I see you become world champion." Um, and CM Punk and Seth have been at odds with each other ever since. CM Punk thinks Seth Rollins believes that CM Punk is an outsider. He left while Seth Rollins was left with WWE, and he never left. He never stayed through. He never left through the hard times of WWE, and CM Punk did. Seth Rollins considers CM Punk an outsider.
Well, it's also the
So
second time in CM Punk's career where he felt like he left the company and Seth had to carry it. He even attributed back to ROH when he left ROH to go to WWE. He had to hold ROH down. And then Punk, I mean, promo wise, they were great. It was a great promo. I will agree with all of that. I think the only thing that hurts the storyline is the injury. I think the injuries, I think Seth not being 100% definitely hurt this storyline.
Yeah.
But when CM Punk cost no, Seth Rollins cost CM Punk his main event at WrestleMania,
Mm-hmm.
at the Elimination Chamber when he stomped him. So CM Punk could not face Cody in the main event to WrestleMania. So CM Punk had to call in a favor to Paul Heyman and get him in the main event of night one at WrestleMania in that triple threat match. Paul Heyman ends up turning on Roman and CM Punk, joining Seth Rollins and forming the Vision. In the meantime, CM Punk has won the opportunity to become the world champion against Gunther at SummerSlam, which CM Punk does. But Seth Rollins has entered the Money in the Bank ladder match, and Seth Rollins, with the help of the Vision, has become Mr. Money in the Bank. And that means anytime, anywhere, he could cash in on the current champion of his choosing.
Mm-hmm.
And at Saturday night's main event, Seth Rollins got injured, and we all thought that Seth was injured. But once CM Punk won the world title from Gunther, the coup of the century, the robbery of the century again, Seth Rollins faked his injury and cashed in on CM Punk, therefore making his vow he would rather die than see CM Punk become world champion has come true.
And then he gets injured, and then
And then
CM
he
Punk
got
becomes world
injured.
champion, and then the whole storyline's hogwash.
Yes.
Well, you know the Instagram post gave away Seth playing with his daughter, so
Yeah.
it kind of gave it away right there.
So here's the only one that I might change my take. I'll go next, and then I'll let Steven close this one out. I like Hangman and Moxley. I think it was a good storyline. I think it was a great match, but I think Toni Storm, Mariah May not only had the best women's rivalry and storyline in probably professional wrestling history. The way they closed it, the way the stories they told, where it was kind of done in a comedy angle, but also done in a serious tone, and I thought it was done so well. Like I honestly Mariah May and Toni Storm stole my TV every week that entire run for most of this year because they were the most entertaining thing on television at the time. That storyline was fucking excellent. My opinion, I would give it to Toni Storm, Mariah May this year for rivalry of the year.
Yeah, they had a great storyline, Tony and Mariah.
Moxley was involved with a little bit of everybody. Moxley was kind of taking everybody out, and then Hangman ended up being the final guy to then seal the deal, where Tony and Mariah were locked in.
Yep, and that Hangman, there was just a lot of scenarios they went with the Hangman storyline, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what makes it so good, you know?
I agree. Where do you go with Steven? What do you think your storyline of the year is?
I still gotta go with Heyman there. Heyman and Mox was
Yeah.
I
Oh,
enjoyed that match.
Ted even put
Yeah,
out too such a great story. Tony acting like she forgot Timeless Tony Storm and then pulled out of nowhere. Yeah, it was a great moment. I like that. West on normally we do a watch along with Monday Night Raw, but Monday Night Raw is pre-taped for the holidays, and we all can't get on the same spot to watch it together. So we're kind of calling an audible. We're watching Monday Night Raw, but we can't watch along and talk at the same time because we're all in different spots. So we're just gonna have a debate on Sports Illustrated's 2025 Pro Wrestling Awards of the Year, and kind of debate and see what we think about it. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We did a little bit of an audible. If you're a pro wrestling fan, hang out with us, insert your takes on what you think of these answers are, or maybe you're not a pro wrestling fan, but you listen to the recap of the best moments of 2025, and maybe we turn you back into a wrestling fan, or maybe make you a brand new one. But welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hanging out. Chat's always open. Crack a beer, crack a soda, crack whatever you got, smoke whatever you got, and let's hang out and talk some little bit of pro wrestling. All right, Steven, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all good, man. But like I said, I enjoy the Heyman versus Mox match. AEW has been getting some great matches and storylines in which they've been lacking on and off as of late.
Yeah.
And I enjoy AEW the matches. So
yeah,
I give Hangman versus Mox my favorite of the year.
There it is.
So
You're
I
going
agree with SI.
You're going with SI.
Illustrated.
All right. Heel turn of the year. This is where WWE is going to get their first love. To answer the obvious question first, why didn't John Cena's heel turn at WWE Elimination Chamber work? Cena admitted himself on an interview with Chris Van Vliet that his heel turn wasn't the original plan, and it was done simply to create a shocking moment for Elimination Chamber. WWE's follow-up, which included approximately 0 appearances from The Rock, and saw Travis Scott Rapper help Cena win his record-setting 17th world title at WrestleMania 41, was met with a lot of criticism. Naomi, on the other hand, heel's turn was way more shocking at the moment and unfolded over months of compelling storylines, including a mystery attack on Jade Cargill, her memorable return at Elimination Chamber seeking revenge on Naomi, Bianca Belair caught in the middle of it all, and more. Naomi's memorable Money in the Bank cash-in at WWE Evolution took a turn another level after her complete rise to being one of the top stars in the company. Initially, Naomi's heel turn did not have the same shock value as John Cena's turn, but the two couldn't have been more different in long-term execution, and that has to account for something when picking the most effective of the two. So there you go, and I totally agree with this. And also the fact that Naomi was she walked away from the company and then came back to the company, and then going on this historic character change and doing what she did. I would totally agree. I think she nudges John Cena because it was just execution was done better. The other runner-up, John Cena and Becky Lynch. So when it comes to heel turns, WWE did it the best this year, with AEW not even being in the runner-up. Last year's winner was the New Day. So WWE holding it down when it comes to the characters and the storylines and the heel turns, were AEW not even nominated. So I'll go to Steven to start this one off. Do you agree with SI with Naomi, or would you have gone a different direction?
What, for female of the year?
No, heel turn of the year.
Oh, heel turn of the year. Yeah, I'm fine with Naomi as a heel turn of the year, because everybody thought that she's the one that pushed Jay Cargill. So
Chase, what's going on? Chase is in the chat. If you want to come over and talk SI list, please come over, hang out. We are in the Discord, so we will love to have you in and come and debate. We'll put you in the leader in the rotation. What do you think, Axel, for the heel turn of the year?
I would have to go with John Cena. At least John Cena's heel turn was able to, I believe, come full circle with that promo that he had on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately and fortunately, I'm not saying unfortunately because that would be heartless of me, and we never got to see where it would go with Naomi being women's world champion, only because it would come to fruition that Naomi and Big Jim are expecting their child, their first
Which
child
which
together.
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's perfect timing. I think it's
You so?
I think the timing couldn't be better that she got pregnant at that point in time. She literally came back from being let go of the company or walking away from the company, proved herself in a different company, came back to WWE, and almost immediately solidified herself as a top person in the company. And then I think that there's a stigma of that women wrestlers, like, you can't start a family, you can't be a mom, you can't be this, you can't be that. And Naomi's proving, yes, I'm on top and I'm gonna go be a mom and I'm gonna do my thing. But the second she comes back, that what if now has to be answered. What if Naomi's run would have been? What would happen? And now she's back, and now you create buzz again. She never had a time
Yeah.
to disappoint or do something wrong, and she left fans wanting more.
And Naomi's heel turn was crazy. It wanted we wanted answers at Elimination Chamber.
Mhm.
And we didn't get them right away because watching Bianca locked in that pod screaming for Jade Cargill to stop hurting her friend was crazy. So I would have to agree with Naomi being the heel turn of the year. Even though I love the Cena one, Naomi was a little better.
Yeah. Ted says in the
mean-
chat, Mariah May's heel turn should have been in the conversation. I agreed. Mariah May doesn't turn heel, we don't get the best storyline of the year. Samoa Joe, huh? Tiffy almost turned babyface this year. Yeah. Samoa Joe's heel turn, that could be in the running, but I don't think it was as impactful as the John Cena or the Becky Lynch or even the Naomi. But I agree. I think Mariah May should be in the conversation. I will agree with SI with Naomi.
Can I just interject one
yes,
thing?
please.
Mariah May's heel turn happened last year at
You're right. Yeah, she
when
turned heel and
won
then had the whole
won
year.
when she won the Owen Hart tournament.
Got you. Yep. Sometimes I lose spots on years. We're gonna go best on the mic. SI with the controversial but yet so brave pick of Timeless Tony Storm. So whether it was in the ring, backstage, on commentary, or during post press conferences, when Timeless Tony Storm spoke during AE programming in 2025, it was appointment viewing. She has so eloquently stated on numerous occasions she was where we all adore and we all adore the slut, and we simply will not rebuke anything other than the best wrestler in the microphone with the microphone in her hand. Critics may argue that her shtick is nothing more than sexual innuendo piled on top of vulgar language in an effort to draw cheap pops from the crowd, but much like a colonoscopy, the meaning behind her words goes far deeper than anything you could possibly imagine. Storm routinely undresses her opponents, metaphorically speaking, you sicko, and put her inadequacies and insecurities on full display for the world to see. A method of psychological warfare that often gave her the leg up on her rivals in their hot and sweaty physical encounters. We saw time and time again Tony finish on top. AEW President Tony Khan actually held his multiple-time women champion back from going all the way on her barrage of titillating trash talk this year, but his restraints never hindered her performance. Once the most timid member of the outcast, Toni Storm has blossomed into the most entertaining woman in all of professional wrestling, and the quality of work will no doubt prove to be timeless. I 1,000,000% agree on this. I think she has been amazing when it comes to being on commentary, doing everything. She does the vulgarity, she does the sexual innuendos, but there's deep meanings to it. When she did the whole promo with Mariah May during this rivalry, she turned around and she said, "Yes, you're gonna have a great career. It'll be great. It'll be fine, but it'll never be as good as it is right now." And let's see how that plays out. But like she finds a way to put it out there and be funny, but also cut deep. And I generally enjoyed Toni Storm on the mic this year. I think she gave a new take from everything. Borky in the chat says, "Love Tony, but Punk it's Punk, and it's not even close. I don't think Punk did anything that we've never seen Punk do before. Punk does Punk on the mic, and I think Punk's amazing on the mic, and I think he's one of the best in the business on the mic. But Tony gave us something new, and I think it stood out more than everything we've already seen Punk do time and time again.
He gives it more comedy too.
Absolutely. So I where I think Punk is in the conversation, once again, I think it's something that we've seen before with Punk. And the runners up, Punk's not even on the Sports Illustrated runner up. They went with Hangman Adam Page and Becky Lynch, which I think Becky Lynch on the mic this year was very entertaining. But that's the runners up for SI. And last year's winner was Drew McIntyre on the microphone for Sports Illustrated. So yeah. So who did I start with before? I agree. I'm not even going to speak on this one because I think Sports Illustrated nailed it. I'm with Tony Storm all day long.
I agree. Tony Storm for me, man. It's awesome.
Alex, are you with it or you go somebody else?
So I want to lean towards John Cena. I really want to lean towards John Cena, but then I thought about it. And I remembered that there was this one promo where
Real
Tony
quick,
Storm,
Alex. Brian, if you're still here and you want to hang out and you want to join the conversation, head over to the Discord and we're in the ABJ on air chat. You're more than welcome to kind of join us and join the conversation here if you want to come and chat. You don't have to be on camera. You're only putting your audio through. Go ahead.
So, like I said, I was gonna aim towards John Cena, but I remembered that there was this one promo where Tony Storm and Deonna Purrazzo were sitting on the ramp, and they were talking about wrestling and something else, but Deonna said something insulting to Tony, and Tony said, "Deonna, when I get you in this ring, I'm gonna twist your lips so hard that you're gonna need an epidural." That was a very poignant fucking promo, and it made me pop and it made me laugh and was like, damn, Tony Storm really is one of the best, and I would have to agree.
Yeah. C. Armida says, tell your brother happy. It's today your birthday, Chase. Unmute yourself, you jabroni.
No, Matthew Holland said today is my brother's birthday. He's 28 years old.
Oh, Matthew Holland. Tell your brother to go fuck himself.
I like it.
I only do that because Matthew Holland always comes in here and trolls, so I show him nothing back. I give him shit the whole time. Chase, where do you stand on Best on the Mic in 2025?
Yeah, no, I agree with the Tony Storm pick. I did pop really hard for the way Axel says epidural. I thought that was funny. But
it's so weird hearing RFK say epidural, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Second, like he said John Cena, and like, bro, how are you even gonna like contemplate picking somebody who was there a certain amount of dates the year? That would be like somebody being like Roman was the best on the mic this year.
Yeah. When he had an opportunity, he made the best of it, but it probably wasn't the all around. Like Tony Storm, every time she got to the plate, she just did something with it.
Yeah, and she's there every week.
Yeah,
doing the same shit.
I normally don't like when a wrestler gets on commentary in AEW when Don Callis is on the commentary. It could be a hit or it could be a giant hit or it could be a giant miss. I want Tony Storm on commentary every chance she's not wrestling. Like,
I think Don Callis looks like a worm.
That's you weird. Need the box? Yeah, just take everything outside of there. All right. Well, without going through a full recap, I want to kind of just get your takes, Chase. Do you agree with SI's pick of Naomi as the heel turn of the year?
Yeah, I would. I mean, you know, they kind of hit the nail on the head with John's heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, if it would have been executed just a little bit better, I would have been so much more.
Yeah. And then while we have BP just joins us, no more tornado tag, but this is a great way to have people come in and chat. We'll go through we'll kind of start our backwards. You said CM Punk best in the mic, BP. What's your take on that?
So yeah, he does what he does better than I think anybody else does what they do, and he knows how to sell a match. He knows how to sell. He knows how to make an event feel big.
Mm-hmm.
I did hear a little bit of what you were saying earlier about how he's kind of doing the same thing he always does. Well, can't you say the same thing about Tony Storm?
Sure.
It's the innuendo, and it's very good. Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, it's very good, but I think Punk just does it a little bit better than anybody else.
I think Punk sold that John Cena match like no other person can sell a match in the history of professional wrestling. I think if you go to a build-up of a match, John Cena, if there was an award for that, John Cena CM Punk was the best built-up match of 2025, and that's 100% because of CM Punk on the microphone. So I think there's a case to be made for CM Punk. I just think that this timeless Tony Storm's character really hit its stride in 2025.
See, I think Tony Storm hit her stride in 2024. Not that she wasn't great in 2025, but I think she hit her stride the year before.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair take. What do you think for heel turn of the year? Do you agree with SI's Naomi, or do you go with a different one?
Naomi's very good. I think Naomi's a very solid pick. There's not any one in AEW that's really jumping out to me, and to be honest, I haven't watched a ton of AEW this year, so I can't really give a strong value judgment on that. But Naomi's, I thought, was really well. Not so much the turn itself. Well, the turn itself, I think that moment, it's such a unique heel turn because her heel turn is just her getting the daylights kicked out of her in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
But it winds up being really good because she really found herself.
Yeah.
She found herself as a heel more than I think she ever did before.
Absolutely. I'll go back to Chase real quick just to get a quick recap. Rivalry of the year, SI went with Hangman Adam Page, John Moxley. I went with Tony Storm, Mariah May. Axel went with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Steven agreed with SI. What's your take on your for your Chase?
Who did SI have?
Moxley and Hangman.
I wasn't completely invested in AEW, so it's really hard for me to be like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can
on
say
that
what stood
one.
out. What stood out for you, though?
Yeah, no, I mean, Hangman's chase is always really, really, really good. They could have Hangman lose the title next month, and then in 2 months have him chase for the title again, and it's just good stuff.
That's how Cody is too. Cody's a better chaser than a champion.
Yeah, but it's I would agree with SI.
BP.
Punk Rollins for me. They played on so much history there. They played on so much of what it just like going back to Ring of Honor. They played so much, and just both guys really inhabit themselves. And it's one of those great feuds where these two guys hate each other because they don't realize how alike they really are. And I love stuff like that.
Yeah,
it really just hits for me.
No, Punk and Rollins are going to be a great rivalry for the years to come. I think for that exact reason. I think they have the potential to be, except legit friends on screen, to the next Shawn and Brett. To be completely honest. Storyline of the year. I'm sorry. Storyline of the year: Hangman Adam Page redemption arc. Do you agree with SI BP, or would you go with something else?
I think they blew it by having him lose the title so soon.
That's fair.
So I can't really pinpoint one story arc, but I think that's what killed the Hangman redemption arc for me. Was that they blew it too soon.
Got you. Chase?
Early.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Off they gave Sting was excellent. Was that this year or last year? That was this year, right?
What's that?
Sting's retirement, or was that last?
No,
year?
that was last year.
Okay, yeah, I'm bad on years.
Nope. CM Punk's gonna come down and get in the face of Gunther for cleanly beating John Cena and bragging about it.
How dare he?
I don't get this. I don't understand how they're trying to force it. If he would have cheated to win, I would be more buying into what they're trying to do here. He went out and beat the guy clean.
Oh no, it's just a match. I think they're doing Ray and Gunther. This is just a match.
Yeah.
I'm just now into the Bailey match. So
sorry, I'm spoiling it for you guys. Chase, what do you think for storyline of the year?
I mean, I guess I would have to depict the same thing as SI or Punk and Rollins. I mean, right when Rollins cashed in, I mean, I stopped watching WWE at SummerSlam, so right when Seth Rollins cashed in, I kind of like dropped off the story. But I mean, that would be my pick. I agree with Brian completely.
Yeah.
Hangman's redemption arc would have been so much better had they not made him lose it a month later. It kind of felt like they were like, "Hey, now that we did this, it's time to get it back on Swerve."
Yeah.
Without having Hangman face Swerve again.
Well, we're getting that now. Next month we're getting that fatal 4-way match. All right, now we're all on the same page. We got everyone cooking here. I appreciate you all for joining in and hanging out this way. This is a lot of fun. We're able to all speak wrestling. This is what I kind of want to do more on some on airs, or even if we don't do a watch along, we can meet up on a Saturday or Sunday if everyone's free, and we can have wrestling debates and conversations. This is our pop culture, our movie, our horror, anything. I like having a panel and doing this. This is a lot of fun, so I appreciate you all for hanging out. So let's get into the next topic, Best in the Ring for 2025. When AEW signed Will Ospreay to a full-time contract, it gave credence to the claim of being where the best wrestle. There's no such thing as a TV match for the 32-year-old Ospreay. Every time he steps in the ring, he delivers a pay-per-view quality storytelling action. How impressive was Ospreay's 2025? He wrestled 26 matches, yet has performed since August due to a major neck injury. Even so, he delivered some of the best bouts of his career this year, including the wild cage match with the protege Kyle Fletcher in a 30-minute draw with Swerve Strickland, and AEW's one of AEW's greatest tag team match, teaming with Swerve Strickland against the Young Bucks in All In Texas. Ospreay's most memorable match of 2025, however, will go down as the Owen Hart Cup Classic final against Hangman Adam Page. The two delivered the most unpredictable and thrilling masterclass in pace, storytelling, physicality, with Will Ospreay using his using to elevate Page's character back into the main event. The aerial assassin's presence on television is greatly missed and is a near lock to be the comeback performer of the year in 2026 should he get healthy. Other performers that can get this list is Takashita and Io Sky, which I'm fine with those. And this is a new award for SI, so nobody won this last year. How do you not have the best in ring as an award last year? But anyway, they went with SI went with Will Ospreay. I'm gonna go backwards again, and I'll start with BP.
Did Dave Meltzer write that? Who wrote this article for Sports Illustrated? I feel like they might be on the Jacksonville Jaguars payroll, but
John Alba wrote it.
Okay, no, but Will Ospreay. I mean, it's Will Ospreay. Of course, he's great. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I love Takeshita. Takeshita's more of my style of wrestler, but Ospreay's had some great moments this year. I love Gunther, but I mean, Gunther was stuck with Jey Uso for half the year. Had a really good match with Punk, then he disappeared for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think Will Ospreay's a perfectly acceptable answer to that question.
Yep. Chase.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to argue. The only other people that I would even consider is Stephanie Vakir or Io Sky.
Yeah.
Those are the only two people I would consider over Will.
Ron Guzman in the chat just spamming Triple H's trash, suck at TKO. Listen, man, I love you in the chat typing, but please don't spam. I would love to have you here and hang out and have a conversation, but if you're gonna act like a 6-year-old, I will ban you.
Also, shout out to Matthew Holland for remembering my birthday.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you 4 more. If you just type in single letter spam, I'm gonna have to put you on a little timeout. You're gonna have to learn your lesson.
Well, happy belated birthday, Chase, by the way.
Yeah, happy belated. What are you, 65 now?
What? Bro, we're not even anywhere close to April 23rd.
Steven Chambers, what's your pick?
I agree with that side with Will Ospreay, but I think Kazuki will get the next year for that award next year.
Okada? You think Okada gets it for next year?
No, Kazuki.
Oh, okay. Axel.
Well, I would have to disagree with SI.
Okay.
Yep.
Who's the best?
My pick It's Dirty Dom.
As best in-ring wrestler.
Dirty Dom. Yep. Dirty Dominic Mysterio conquered 2025. I don't care what anybody said. I think Dirty Dom is one of the best on the WWE roster right now. I'm not trolling. This is just my personal opinion. I think Dominic Mysterio is on top right now.
Okay. I think Dom's a great character. I think he's a great worker. But I think when it comes to like what we would now consider best in ring, I don't think Dom hits that category.
Yeah, that's weird.
But
Yeah,
I don't hate
Dominic.
it. I think Dom is the great heel version of John Cena. I think he does 5 or 6 things really good. I think he knows how to control the crowd very well. I think he has all of that nailed down. But I think when it comes to in-ring ability and match quality, you put him up against Will Ospreay, I think you're not even talking about the same sport anymore.
Dominic Mysterio is the closest thing that we have right now to Eddie Guerrero.
No, Eddie Guerrero would be on par with a Will Ospreay in ring. He was a very good professional wrestler. So here's where this works. Dom would have a banger in my opinion, and I'll kick it to the panel and see how they feel about this too. But I think Dom would have a fantastic match with Will Ospreay, because I think when you put a worker versus a wrestler, you can work that and you're gonna have a better quality match. But when you take 2 workers and you put them in the ring like you did with John Cena and Dirty Dom at the pay-per-view, it falls short because someone has to fucking carry the load. You know what I mean? And both of those guys had a hard time doing it. They played. They had
one
2.
of those guys.
They overbooked the shit out of it. They had 4 spots where people had to be involved. It was a fucking nightmare.
But Dominic Mysterio versus Vikingo?
Sure, because one of those guys is a professional wrestler and one of them is a worker. It works. Dom has to just control the crowd and do heel, and the other guy works his ass off.
And then that fatal 4-way at WrestleMania was awesome.
Yeah, Dom is literally out there to walk off Grand Slam with a fastball down the middle. All he has to do is swing and and make contact. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think when it comes to in-ring ability, in this category, I don't think Dom is even mentioned. It's a tough to even put him in that category. This is almost like a work rate style award, right? So, but BP, I'll kick it to you here. What is your take on his thing with Dom?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're not gonna have Dom do those matches that, what is in modern times considered work rate.
Yeah,
it's just not style. He's not gonna have a match where they're dropping each other on their head, they're doing insanely choreographed spots, and everybody kicks out of everybody's finish 6 times. It's just not the match they're having Dom do. He's good for what he is, but if this is like your, if this is your work rate style thing, I think it's more in the lines of Ospreay. Like if you're talking about WWE guys, I think at that point you have to consider Rollins, you have to consider Punk,
yes,
you have to consider Gunther even. Although I think his opponents really limited him this year, as we've discussed. But I think EO kind of was as far as bell to bell in the ring.
Stephanie Valcour is a good in-ring worker.
I mean, even she has gotten more into. She's an excellent worker, but even she is leaning into the gimmick stuff.
Yeah,
now,
she's getting her 5 moves at doom. Rhea Ripley is a good in-ring character, like in-ring worker too. Yeah.
And I think the best WWE match this year by far was Rhea Liv and Io. It was Rhea Liv and Io, right, at WrestleMania?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay. That'll be coming up.
Okay.
Breakout Wrestler of the Year. SI went with Kyle Fletcher. I'm not going to read the articles anymore. We have enough people in here to keep conversation going. We can keep it flowing. But the runners-up for Breakout of the Year are going to be Javon Evans and Dominic Mysterio. So I'll start with you, Alex, because I ended with you last time. We'll do snake round here. Who you think? Do you think they got it right with Kyle Fletcher, the proto star, or do you think they should have went with Dominic Mysterio here, your boy, or Javon Evans?
You see, now I love Dirty Dom.
I think he broke out last year, to be honest. But
was this his breakout year? No, his breakout year would be when he fought his father at WrestleMania 39. So no, I don't think Dominic Mysterio should be breakout of the year. My breakout star of the year is the current reigning defending NXT champion, the ruler, Obafemi.
I don't hate it. I think Obi broke out more last year, in my opinion, but I don't disagree with it. I like Javon Evans as a runner-up, even though I think Javon Evans is about to have probably a bigger 2026 getting moved up to the main roster. But I don't really think a lot of people count NXT in this running, unfortunately. Steven Chambers, do you agree with the prototype, or would you go somewhere else?
I agree with Kyle Fletcher, and I also agree with the runner-up in Javon.
Yeah.
I
Chase.
agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. I kind of like the Dominic Mysterio pick. I would push back on his breakout year was 2023. Um, Dom for quite a while in this business had what we call go away heat.
Yeah.
And they had to put him with Rhea. Then they had to do the whole thing with Liv. And I still kind of feel like people weren't, gravitating to him with the Liv stuff. And then this year when he won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, he got an epic reaction from it. And so and he's kind of coming in more into his own. I don't hear a whole lot of people complaining about his in-ring work so much anymore. In 2023, there were people saying that he couldn't work a 5-minute match.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he's more accepted and more beloved. I don't hate Dominic as the breakout star, but I definitely wouldn't pick Javon Evans. It's a little too soon for that.
Yeah.
I love Axel's pick of Obafemi.
Yeah.
I think that NXT did a really good job of kind of taking him and turning him into a star. I'm not too excited about his gimmick, but he's just got that look.
I'll tell you what though, I think the only thing that kind of hurt Obafemi for me was Saturday Night Main Event, seeing him against other main roster guys, where he's like, oh, he's big, but he's just as big as Cody and Drew. You know what I mean? Like he didn't overshadow Cody. Like they were both 6 foot some. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's too obvious though that Drew's going to come interfere. So it's too obvious.
I think last year we had myself and BP had Dom as the breakout year for Tornado Tag last year, if I'm not mistaken. But let's kick.
I mean, it's 2 years.
Yeah, let's kick it to BP. You're
breakout star from last year.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't really hate it for this year so much, but you definitely could have had it for last year as well, but not 2023.
What about Bandito this year? Do you think? I think Bandito had a breakout year this year as well.
See, I think it's great. 2023 had Prison Dom, and Prison Dom was great.
Yeah.
The entrance against Ray, where he's coming out in the in the patty way. Oh, that was incredible.
Yeah, I think
that's where
Bandito and fucking Brody King had some good years, but I don't think it was better than Kyle.
My bad, guys.
You're good.
I think there's a lag.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I think we're caught up now. I think the lag is caught up. But yeah, I think Bandito and Brody King had both good years this year too, but I don't think they were better than Kyle Fletcher.
When Dan Barry accompanied Dominic Mysterio dressed as a cop at WrestleMania, that was Dirty Dom.
Yeah. BP, your breakout of the year.
So I see this as like the most improved award, or the most, maybe not most improved in ring, but just the biggest jump overall, I guess you could say. And Kyle Fletcher's a good pick. I think Dom was 23. I think Javon Evans is a great pick, but the future is even brighter. Same for Obafemi. But there is somebody that went from, I don't know if they're gonna make it, to they've got something here, and it's been very recently. Maxime Dupree.
Oh, I disagree so strong with that. I go away heat for me. I don't see it at all. And for her as the work rate champion, I hate it.
No, that IC title is not the work. The Raw Women's title is the work rate title.
Yeah.
Even if the Karen had it. But no, I couldn't disagree more. I didn't see it for a long time, but now that she has that fire, now that she she has babyface fire, and not a lot of even the baby faces have that. I think
But she's not
I
fluid
think
in the ring. It's so rough to watch.
you know what? You saw it first. Give her time.
I could tell you for next year, my opinion is look out for Nick Wayne.
Yeah, I think Nick Wayne has an opportunity to win the next award. We'll talk about it soon, but I think the problem with Maxine is they put her in I think it's better for her to be a secondary champion, but I don't think she should be a champion. I think Maxine's going to fall into a trap that they did with Jade, where you don't have someone train and get better and do it in front of our eyes as a champion on television week in and week out. I think you have to go into the gym and you have to work and get good there and then come back and perform it. We shouldn't have to watch you fumble for 6 months to find yourself as a professional wrestler sitting with a title around your waist.
You guys we also all failed to mention the greatest United States champion of all time, Chelsea Green.
So this is where I'm torn with comeback of the year and breakout wrestler of the year. So I don't know if comeback means you have to be injured or you come back to a bigger spotlight and then you have a good year, because comeback of the year, to me, I feel like she falls more into that category, and somebody else I would say would fall more into that category. So maybe we'll debate that as we go into the next one here. But comeback performer of the year was picked Ilya Dragunov, coming off his ACL injury. The runner-up here will be Becky Lynch and Bandito. But this is where I want to kind of pose maybe two more names here, and I would say a Chelsea Green coming back into the fold, coming back into the company, kind of struggling and then becoming this US champion and doing cool stuff, even though she's kind of being used more in AAA than anywhere else. But the other one for me that I'm like, man, came back to the company and I was 100%, I was nervous of how they were going to book him and how they were going to use him. But Bronson Reed has had a great fucking year of a guy who was once fired and come back and then finding his way in this stable and having some good fucking matches and performances on television. I don't hate Ilya Dragunov. As a wrestler, he doesn't do it for me. A lot of his, I guess he's very talented, but he just doesn't connect with me as a wrestler. So I have a hard time with that pick. But we're going to go backwards again, and we're going to start with BP.
I'm a little, I'm a little stuck here. I'm trying to think of people who have really come back. Would you consider Chelsea Green a comeback? Would you consider? She got pushed.
Yeah. Well, wasn't she one of the ones that was fired then brought back just recently? Like she would.
Why would though? She's been back for quite a bit.
All right. Well, then we'll bounce Chelsea out of that.
I do like the Bronson Reed call. That was somebody who bounced back from injury. Had been fired, had come back. I think that's a pretty solid call.
Yeah, they have Bronson's not listed for SI, but they have Becky Lynch, Bandito as runner-up, and the winner Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah, I feel like Dragunov. I get it, but it's not for me.
Well, Ted says in the chat, don't you think Tessa Blanchard should be on the list? And I say that sarcastically. If they would have maybe used her more, I would say sure she could be a comeback. But I still think she's trying to shake her allegations. I think that's her biggest.
How do you feel about AJ Lee though?
I thought AJ Lee sucks since coming back. I'm gonna be honest. I think women's wrestling has, to me, is like mixed martial arts. It's one of those sports that it was so popular and everybody was really good at that one thing, and then the industry just skyrocketed and everybody got good at everything. And women's wrestling is at the point where you can't just be a beauty model and somewhat decent at wrestling and be the top of the company. And I think a lot of these legends come back and they get swallowed by this newer talent, because I even think some of the worst newer talent is better than the legend women that come in now, because I just think women's wrestling is treated and trained and prepared much differently. I think she looks out of her element.
If you're going to pick anybody from Impact, how about... Well, it's not really a comeback because he's been pounding the pavement, but Mike Santana had a great year.
He did. He did have a great year. That's a good call. I like that one. I would say for breakout, this guy can be in this running, but I don't think he did as much on a TV level than him. But Speedball Mike Bailey had a great 2025 in AEW.
Yeah,
I mean, interrupt you, but Anthony, I really gotta bail. I gotta tend to my mom.
No
But
problem,
thank you for
Steven.
having me.
If you pop back in here, let us know. So myself, BP, and Chase can all bring people up into the panel. So just giving you guys a heads up that if you guys need to step away or come back, you can bring yourself in, and you can get other people from the audience up.
Okay, bud. Thank you.
See you, Steve.
I like
Joe Henry said in the chat too. Is Joe Henry a breakout star? I think Joe Henry will be more maybe next year when he gets to the main roster.
Well, 24 is I think when he really broke,
Yeah.
but then
But he broke in
He-
TNA, which is kind of like there's a tree fall in the woods. Do you hear it?
well, did he? He had some stuff in NXT last year too, didn't he? Or
Yeah,
was
but
that
one
this year?
NXT is kind of in the same boat as. I mean, people pretend they care about TNA and NXT because they're under the WWE umbrella, but most WWE fans only watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and
I
pay-per-views.
mean, you say that, but if you look at overall viewership, more people are watching NXT than AEW.
Yeah, but no one's covering NXT like that. Even
Yeah,
the most
yeah,
diehard wrestling fans aren't covering NXT on that level.
Right? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
AEW has a more vocal, diehard fan base for
Yeah.
sure.
Was Joe Hendry's WrestleMania moment this year?
That was
Yes.
this year, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
that's
have to
a getting smacked like that is a WrestleMania moment.
to debut in the Royal Rumble and then to go to WrestleMania. I don't care what he did at WrestleMania. He went to WrestleMania and he was like the hottest thing in wrestling the first half of the year.
Yeah.
I absolutely positively agree with that.
All right.
And do you know what? Joe Hendry showed up at WrestleMania as the TNA World Champion.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I mean,
That's-
I don't
that's
think he
happened
wins
before.
over- yeah, I don't think he wins, but I think he absolutely positively should be like in a runner-up or in the
Has-
conversation.
Yeah.
That has not happened before.
The TNA World Champion on the female side has shown up in WWE on camera with the belt.
Not WrestleMania though.
Yeah, but not WrestleMania.
Oh.
He also showed up as TNA World Champion at the Royal Rumble.
But I'm saying a TNA World
How did-
Champion has showed up
how
on
did he
TV
change?
before.
Yeah, but not WrestleMania.
Okay, semantics, but it has happened. Not on WrestleMania, but it has happened.
Although
Put some respect
this
on
is
Mickey
making me
James.
think of
How dare
something
you?
else.
Go ahead.
If you want to talk about comebacks, the comeback of the year or the most, whatever you want to call it, for 2025 is TNA.
Yeah.
It's TNA, period. They went from not really being on death's door, but it's like, oh, WWE's just going to take them over, to they're going to be on AMC in like less than a month. They're going to be on AMC. They're going to have
They got a TV
just
deal,
as
which
good
is
of a
great.
TV deal as AEW in a month.
Which is fantastic. It's great. It's great for them. I just hope they have enough star power to carry it through.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a big if. That's going to be a huge if.
Yeah.
But they are in a better position than they have been in over a decade, which is amazing. And when we're all long gone, when AEW is long gone, when WWE is long gone, TNA will survive because it's TNA.
Yeah, it's the cockroach of professional wrestling.
You can't kill that Jarrett Carney Memphis DNA, and it was born with it, and he's long gone, but it will never lose it. You can't kill it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's like NWA. It's that even though it's hanging on by a thread, it's still somehow there.
Those Carnies know how to hang on.
All right.
Heard that.
Even though it's comeback performer of the year, if you went comeback in general, I would agree with TNA winning that award. Ilya Dragunov for me gets bumped. But let's go to tag team of the year. SI went with FTR. I will say this year has been a rough year for tag team across the board in all companies. Motor City Machine Guns should have came to WWE and being the biggest thing. Kind of didn't happen. We kind of had every company kind of has put in that thing where, hey, we're going to get top stars, not really use them in the singles division, so we're going to stick them in tag team action. So you put your Charlottes and your Beckys together. You put your Edge and Christian kind of came back late in the year, or Cope and Christian, but it wasn't a big payoff. But I think I would totally agree with I think the Bucks, even though they weren't on paper winning matches, but I think they were super entertaining. With the whole like trying to find themselves again, I think the Bucks could be in there, but I do think FTR is the winner. Also, Brodito was a great tag team this year that I really enjoyed. But I'll start with Axel. What do you think for tag team of the year? And if you say the Wyatt Six, I'm going to kick you because that's fucking ridiculous.
Definitely
No,
not the Wyatt Six. It's
It's
definitely not the Wyatt Six.
it's. I mean, the Wyatt Six is great. I mean, I don't know why you don't like the Wyatt Six, but my tag team of the year, and I'm gonna keep this short and simple.
Okay.
They're also a stable, just like the Wyatt Six, but I'm gonna go with the Judgment Day.
Okay.
Which ones?
Yep,
So you're gonna go
I'm
with
gonna go
Finn and
Finn and
JD?
JD McDonough.
Why would
Yep.
you not go Raquel Roxanne?
The Judgment Day.
I think Finn and JD had a better year. I mean, Raquel and Roxanne had tag team champions twice.
And Roxanne before Liv went out.
So did the
They had a
Kabuki
pretty good
Warriors.
tag
Kabuki
team
War, yeah.
too.
I think the women kind of get snubbed in this one. I think the women had more opportunities to do stuff here.
Charlotte and Becky.
Charlotte and Becky. I don't think they did what FTR did, but I don't hate that either. AEW's women's tag team division didn't really kick off till late in the year, so I can't really give a lot of too much there. But I think the women's division is going to be fun and going forward in AEW. I like this Willow and
What about
Harlan.
AJ Styles and Dragon Lee? What do you think about those?
I think they
those
came too late in the
Dominoes.
year for a full year award.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Chase.
I think it's Judgment Day.
Okay, Judgment Day. Chase, what about you?
I don't know, man. I'm trying. I want to argue against Sports Illustrated, but I mean, I'm not gonna go with the Bucks. I feel like if it was last year, I feel like the Bucks could easily, because I loved the story of them going broke and then coming back,
Mm-hmm.
or prior to that, I loved how they leaned into the EVPs and were the big time heels, and
Yeah. Ooh, the Hurt Syndicate in the chat. That's a decent pick.
You could
they're
also
good,
throw
too.
in the Hardys.
Ooh, I wouldn't go Hardys.
yeah, that would be hard.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's hard to pick a
more
team
in-
for tag team of the year that
Yeah.
cripple a guy. When you take a guy off the shelf because you drop him on his neck, I don't know if I can give you tag team of the year.
What happened?
Chris Bay's not walking because of the Hardy Boys.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't give you tag team of the year. You got to protect your people. Now, Chris Bay did say he was aggravated or had something going on prior to the match, and then the bump in the match is what set it off. But I don't think the Hardy Boys carried enough weight to be the tag team of the year. No disrespect, they're legends, love them, but sorry, that's not, can't go there. BP.
See, it's the Bucks for me. I've been so sports entertained by the whole they're destitute. They have no intros. It's kind of neck and neck between them and FTR ring wise. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with the one that entertained me more, and that was the Bucks.
I don't hate that pick. I don't hate it at all. All right, well, BP, you kind of kicked this one off last time, so I'm gonna actually DM. Who's your pick for tag team of the year?
To be honest, I think Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley.
Hurt Syndicate. I don't hate that pick at all. I think they dominated. They were a really good tag team.
Can I throw good mine?
Go ahead, Lily. Lily wants to throw one out.
Just for the realsies.
Yep.
EST and Naomi, I think, was amazing together before Naomi had to.
So you like Bianca and Naomi? All right, I don't hate that pick either. I think visually they look like a great tag team. You like the fashion? You were a big fashion fan with those two.
Not even that.
But what? How about
Yeah.
when it was Bianca and Jade?
Bianca. Well, I mean, Bianca and Jay was more. It wasn't as long because of the injury, and then they did the whole storyline. But let's get into our next one here. Match of the year. EOS. By the way, Raw's done for me. It was all right. It wasn't the greatest show I've ever seen, but it was fine. Match of the year. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41 is going to take the SI's match of the year. Runner-ups are going to be Hangman versus John Moxley at All In Texas, or Adam Page versus Will Ospreay at Double or Nothing. We'll start with you, BP. This was your pick. You kind of buried the lead earlier on.
Yeah, I mean I think that was the best WWE match of the year. I didn't watch a ton of AEW pay-per-views, so I can't really speak to the other two there.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot it was Bianca. Yeah, that's the best match I saw this year. But again, I have to kind of plead ignorance. The only AEW pay-per-view I've really watched this year was the one I was at, which I don't even remember. It was the one in Philly. Was that? It was in April.
Was that Revolution?
Revolution. Yeah. I mean, the best match on that show was Speedball, Omega, and Ricochet.
Yeah.
So that I guess by default makes it the best AEW match I saw this year.
Yeah.
And I think actually that might have been a little better than the other match, but maybe that's my match of the year, even though I'm sure there were better matches I just didn't see.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that is the best WWE match by far. Is that women's match at WrestleMania 41? But there could be
really
an argument for some television matches on AEW sometimes compared. Like Speedball Okada, amazing. Speedball versus Mox was, I mean, not the best, but it was good. Speedball versus Kyle Fletcher, Ace Austin versus Kyle Fletcher on Collision that nobody watched was a fantastic match. You know what I mean? Like that's tough.
Yeah, I guess at some point it becomes that. I was gonna say like what I was gonna say was mean. I was gonna say it was like a tree falls in the forest moment. But I mean, I saw amazing matches at Ring of Honor that nobody saw besides the people in the building and whoever bought the DVD. So that's not really a good barometer. But yeah, I guess for me it might be that speed. Even I'm sure there were better matches, Speedball Kenny and Ricochet, because I was starting to lose steam that night, and
that match. I'm gonna be honest. That match was fucking fantastic.
It was great. Yeah.
It was so good. I remember watching that. I'm like, "Oh, this is Speedball's first pay-per-view match," and I was invested. And it was him and fucking everyone that was involved in that match was great. That I don't hate that pick at all. I don't fucking hate that pick at all. That was a good match. I think AEW does triple threats very well. Chase, what's your pick?
It's hard to go against that triple threat match. That triple threat match was the best since WrestleMania 20. And I might like that match better than I do WrestleMania 20. But AEW, like, again, like what I didn't watch full pay-per-views or I didn't watch full Dynamites or Collisions, but I go back and watch matches. And Hangman and Mox at All In Texas was really good.
Yeah. I think the thing that makes
again,
the Io Bianca and Rhea Ripley match so good is I think everyone went into that match with the WWE brain of, oh, Io's in this match with Bianca and Rhea Ripley. She's taking the fall. Like, they're going to protect Bianca and Rhea here, and Io is going to be the fall person. And they kind of say in the article here that while the Four Horsemen were offering credit of leading the revolution that transformed women's wrestling, that class of Io, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley coming out of NXT, like, man, they changed women's wrestling. I think even more so than Becky, Charlotte, like, you know what I mean? They did it so well. But I think Io coming out as the winner of that match, I think sets it apart because even smart wrestling fans did not see that. I didn't see that shit coming. I was like, there's no way Io's walking out of this as a champion. And they did it.
Yeah, they were kind of smart enough to realize Rhea doesn't need the belt.
Yeah. Yep. Totally agree. DM match of the year.
To be honest, I think it might be the match that's coming up at World's End with Hangman, Swerve, and Samoa Joe
and MJF.
MJF, yeah.
So you're saying that we might have a sleeper pick here that's going to take it at the end of the year.
I think so.
All right, maybe calling his shot. Mystic DM here, Mystic Otter. Axel, pick of the year for match of the year.
Match of the year, triple threat, but not the women's one.
Okay.
Yep.
Low Mania?
Punk, Roman, CM Punk. No, Punk, Roman, and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Low Mania.
Yep.
Yeah. I really liked that match. The ending is what, because it was so predictable going in that Heyman was going to walk out with Seth.
Yep.
That I really loved that match, but I just couldn't take how predictable it was that Heyman was walking out with Rollins.
Yeah.
That and another thing, and I am on record for a long time as not being a big fan of Iron Man matches because they're literally telling you don't have to pay attention for the first 59 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep.
I think with that match, you didn't have that, but you couldn't realistically bite on a false finish until Paul Heyman got involved because you knew he wasn't just going to stand there and do nothing. So it really took away from the suspense of the match until he got involved for me. It's like when you have a table set up, nothing's going to happen until somebody goes through that table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking real quick at some like Bleacher Report's top match of 2025.
And also Paul Heyman's like one of the best heel managers out there. Not gonna lie.
He is, but he's one of the only heel managers out there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
one of the only managers out there now. It's not like the '80s where you have, 3, 4 managers who are just as good as Paul Heyman running around.
Yeah.
We're not in that world anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
He's a Mount Rushmore of managers all time.
Yeah. All right. Show of the year. SI went with AEW's Double or Nothing. That pay-per-view will have matches like the Owen Hart Foundation tournaments concluding. Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter kick off the show. We had Hangman Adam Page and Will Ospreay delivering that epic match. We had the Anarchy in the Arena match with Swerve Strickland, Kenny Omega, Willow Nightingale, and the Ops overcoming the Death Riders. I loved that they had women in the Anarchy in the Arena match with men. I thought that was really, really fun. And it was cool to see Willow in like a deathmatch style thing. She's done them before with who did she powerbomb and completely missed the table and powerbombed her on the floor. But Willow's been in those style matches since then. And then it had the Okada Speedball Mike Bailey match, which I fucking love that match too. So I would agree with SI with Double or Nothing. I really like that show. Double or Nothing is usually one of my favorites. Runners up will be WWE Evolution and AEW All in Texas. I think All in Texas was better than Evolution, but to each their own. I'll start with Alex. What do you think your show of the year is?
SummerSlam 2025.
Night 2 or night 1?
As a whole.
Night 1 sucked, but I respect your decision.
Night one did not suck.
It sucked.
How did it suck?
It was just awful. SummerSlam in whole, I don't think was a good show, but that's just my opinion.
Night one had the Seth Rollins cash in.
Yeah, and that was the only thing cool that happened. The rest of the show, I sat on my fucking hands.
I'm sorry. Bringing in somebody listed in a case like that did nothing. It made me shit all over the entire show.
Yeah,
The
it's
entire
like
show could have had 5-star matches all the way through, but as soon as I saw his face, I was like, yeah, this show sucks.
yeah. DM show of the year.
to be honest, I think the show of the year has got to go to Full Gear 2025, the one that I went to.
You guys are just picking the ones you bought tickets for, you son of a bitches. Brian, are you picking Revolution? Is that what we're doing here?
I'm trying to think of one here. That Double or Nothing
You
sounds
son of a
good.
bitches! You guys are giving me the bias because you've been there.
SummerSlam 2025.
Halloween Havoc was the best show. Actually, I think I did that as well
That
last
was
year.
24.
I know, but I think I put that in the running just because I was there and I had a good time. I'm not hating on you guys. I'm just being funny.
But yeah, Full Gear 2025 is my pick.
Chase, what's your pick? Did you buy a ticket this year? What are you picking?
I didn't buy a ticket to any major shows this year.
He's picking Fountain.
I don't know, man. I guess I'm trying not to be boring. I would say either All in Texas, or Double
I have
or
an
Nothing.
outside the box idea here. It wasn't the best show of the year, but the first Raw on Netflix was pretty good. You had that Roman solo match. You had Penta's debut. You had, I think that was the first week, or was that the second week?
I'm not sure.
Well, you know, we have the 1-year anniversary coming up too.
Yeah, so this would have been January 5th, but you had that Punk Rollins cage match that was very good. Their first show on Netflix was a home run, I thought.
Yeah.
Plus, it was the first steel cage match ever on Netflix.
All right.
I mean,
Well, let's
how
move
much
on.
did we know? Didn't Lucha Underground have cage matches? And that was on Netflix, not live. But
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Lucha Underground wins.
Underground had everything.
Female Wrestler of the Year, Mercedes Moné. She goes and does the Ultimo Dragon. She wins 14 titles across AEW, New Japan, CML, ROH, Rev Pro, and independent promotions, and holds the records for both AEW, TBS, and New Japan Strong Women's Championships as the longest reign in title holder history. She also won the Women Heart Tournament and secured her spot on the PWI's Women's 250 Best Wrestlers. Yeah, she also wrestled in the Tokyo Dome, Arena Mexico, Wembley Stadium, and Madison Square Garden. Mercedes Moné is going to be their pick for Women Wrestler of the Year. Runner-up, Timeless Toni Storm and Io Sky. BP, sorry, I have a beer burp. BP, we'll start with you. Do you agree with the list, or do you go somewhere else?
No, I don't agree with the list. Get out of here. It's a work. I don't care how many titles you want. See, I'm a little torn here because Toni Storm is so entertaining, but I think it's Io Sky for me. I think just consistently delivers. You can put her with anybody. You can put her in a tag team. She got better as a performer this year. It's Io Sky for me. I think she had a great year.
Don't hate it. Don't hate it at all. Chase.
It's either Io or it's Stephanie Vakir.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, I again, I kind of like dipped off of WWE after SummerSlam, but I mean, obviously, you still keep track of it, you know, with everything, and it was interesting to watch them put Stephanie and Julia and kind of see which one, you know, hit their stride, and Stephanie just blew it out of the water,
which I predicted.
Yeah, I
if you were happy, you still like coming a mile away.
Yeah, I can't pick. I can't pick Mercedes, just because, you know, like Brian said, it's a work, but just because she has 17 titles at once doesn't mean she's Female Wrestler of the Year.
3 titles in my closet. Do I get an award?
You might.
Yeah,
I took one off you. I'll get it back to you soon. I'm just waiting for it to get finished.
I can't. No, I have officially recognized titles in my closet.
Why? Yeah. Why do you have the trios titles?
Because they're vacated. We have new champions every year. We do the tournament, and we don't want to keep them at the building. We don't have the wrestlers have to keep lugging them around, so I took them home.
That checks out. All right.
You keep the titles. You don't let the wrestlers keep them.
Well, it's a yearly like vacate. Yeah.
Oh,
we
okay,
vacate titles every year. They're more of a trophy than a title because they were a mistake to begin with. I wasn't involved creatively when they were introduced. So yeah, we didn't want to like just leave them at the venue. We didn't want to have the performers lug them around in case, you know, it's winter time in the Northeast. They might not be able to get there. Some of them are coming from like, you know, a few states away. So we just grabbed them while we were there, and then
the trios title aren't defended monthly. It's in a tournament. You win the trios titles, and then you kind of hold them for a year.
Gotcha.
They're like the Owen Hart Classics.
We should convert them to trophies.
Our trios titles, we get to keep them.
Yeah. All right. So where we at? DM Female of the Year.
To be honest, I think the tag team match.
Female Performer of the Year, not match.
Oh, I'm gotta go with Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Axel, Female Performer of the Year.
Okay, so it's a toss up between. Well, it's a 3-way tie. I can't really choose.
You have to choose one.
I really do like Tiffany Stratton.
Nope, got to choose one.
Got you. I mean, maybe I don't watch SmackDown, but I haven't seen Tiffany on TV in forever. Is she like alive?
Yeah, as soon as she lost to Jade, she's been off TV.
Yeah, okay. Where's Jade been?
I gotta go with Chelsea Green.
Okay, Chelsea Green. I'm gonna pick now. This also falls in the if a tree falls in the woods, do you hear it? And I don't care until she loses the title. I don't care if you have 100 titles all year round. It's not about how many times you lose, it's about how many times you keep it. Athena is my Female Wrestler of the Year, and until someone beats her 1-on-1 and takes her that title, I'm not changing my fucking opinion. Athena is the GOAT.
That's a good pick. I mean, it's such an that's a damn good pick.
I until someone proves me otherwise, Athena's my GOAT. I don't care. And And that's hard to say because I fucking love Willow Nightingale. But male wrestler of the year, SI went with Hangman Adam Page. Runners-ups will be John Cena or John Moxley. Axel, we'll start with you. What WWE guy are you picking?
For of the year,
That's what I said.
Look, I love John Cena, but the dates, that's where Chase comes in and said that he didn't have enough dates. I love Cena this year.
Okay.
But my favorite wrestler of the year, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. DM.
I'm gonna have to go with Damian Priest.
Okay. He's another one I feel like I haven't seen that much, but if he's your favorite, I'll go with it. Chase, who is your pick for male wrestler of the year?
I guess Will Ospreay.
You're going Will Ospreay for?
I mean, hey, Will Ospreay or Kyle Fletcher. I mean, I know we talked about him being the breakout wrestler of the year, but yeah.
Okay. BP Burke, and why is it Dio Bando?
Because I put the belt on him, baby. CM Punk. It's CM Punk.
See, you go CM Punk. I will say this. I think when it comes to me overall, the Moxley thing, I respect it. I liked it. It was fine. The Hangman beating him, concluding him was fine. If anything, I kind of liked Joe towards the end of the year being the world champion, and when they were doing the whole thing with Joe, it might have been triple threats and stuff, but I think that was more last year. Cena's retirement run was fine, but I honestly, I think when it comes to overall performer this year and just seeing him again at the top of his game in his age and doing what he's doing in WWE, I'm also going to go with CM Punk for wrestler of the year. And I'm biased because I'm a giant fan. All right, the last category. And boy, this one's going to sting. This one's going to hurt people's feelings. Actually, there's two categories, but the last one is just the Legacy Award they gave to John Cena. I think we'll all agree with that and just move on. But the final one is Promotion of the Year. They went with AEW. I completely agree, man. I think just from my basis standpoint of what I like in professional wrestling, and I think this comes down to what flavor scoop ice cream you got. Are you more of a guy who just supports WWE because it's your long-term thing and you like their storytelling, or you like their formula? I'm bored with the WWE formula. I'm bored with the weekly formula of WWE. I hate the DQs. I hate the non-finishes and just pushing to a pay-per-view. I think a lot of their pay-per-views fell short for me this year. Unless you're a Bloodline fan or a Judgment Day fan, they've been kind of just only thrown in your face. I feel like AEW rotates more. I think I get more fresh faces. I get great matches weekly. I think the pay-per-views in AEW always deliver. I agree with AEW being Promotion of the Year. But like I said, I wouldn't argue against you if you're a WWE fan. I know AEW gets a ton of bad press. I don't think they're perfect. There's tons of stuff they do that I don't like, including Darby Allin. But I'll start with Alex. Why do you think WWE beat AEW for Promotion of the Year?
Oh, who said WWE is my Promotion of the Year?
If you say anything other than that, you're a psychopath. TNA had a great run, but it wasn't better than the top two.
It's not even TNA, but we'll go with what you assume that I'm going to pick. Why do I think WWE was Promotion of the Year? Because, I mean, look at it. You had the great storylines between Naomi and Bianca, and Naomi and Jade, and CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and Roman and Division, Cena's farewell tour. I mean, come on, man. The writing's on the wall. AEW was, in my opinion, a real snooze fest and a real stink fest. That's just it. I mean, you can hate and agree that I'm stupid, but you got the returns of Brock Lesnar. The retirement.
Yeah, that's the thing to hang your hat on.
Just overall, the ending of an era with Cena retiring, and that's it.
That's fair. That's fair. I respect your opinion. I strongly disagree. I will say this. I think a huge thing that definitely turns me off from the WWE side of things, and I'm not supposed to do this, and I should just watch wrestling objectively, and I should just support the idea of professional wrestling. But WWE's choices of how they affiliate with themselves and who they affiliate with. On a political standpoint, that affects me as a viewer. I don't get as excited for your promotion or what you do and how you do things. I know it's probably not the right thing to say, but I'm just being completely honest in my bias of another reason why I struggle watching the WWE product or supporting it or getting fully behind it like I would want to. I
It's
hate me
1000% the right thing to say.
hate me for thinking that way of using my pro football team that I've loved since I am a child is bending the knee to this man and may name their stadium or bring their old name back to appease him. I will drop that team tomorrow if it happens. So it's not just on a wrestling standpoint. I struggle with the current state of the world and who we're supporting and who we're bending to. And I think WWE doing that has hurt me a lot in 2025, and it has affected my fandom of their product. I still love their roster. I still love the people on the team. I'm a big fan of a lot of people are there, and I choose to support those wrestlers. It's kind of like the independent scene in some aspects. I'm not always a fan of the promotion, but I'm a fan of the people at the promotion, because at the end of the day, they're chasing their dreams and they're doing their art. And it's not always who foots the money for the person to do their art. It's the person out there doing the art. But I definitely have a hard time with that, and it's definitely going to affect my viewpoint sometimes. So I just want to put that out there. So I'm just putting it on Front Street, so I'm not being I guess critical of it. But DM, who was your pick of promotion of the year?
I think it's gotta go. I think it's gonna have to be AEW.
You're going to AEW?
I'm going AEW.
So you agree with SI. Chase.
It's going to be really hard for me to pick because, like I said, I didn't watch a lot of mainstream wrestling. I will gladly admit that up until August, I was following WWE a little bit more than AEW. But I can't in good faith pick that company. So I'm gonna stick with Sports Illustrated's pick. Sorry guys, I'm super boring.
It's all right. Is there a promotion that maybe you watched more on an independent level that you thought was really entertaining that you want to plug or put out there?
Yeah, man. Obviously my wrestling promotion.
You fucking scumbag now.
No,
we'll get the plugs later. I'll give you a time to put it over. I promise. But
I mean, in all seriousness,
there's also GCW as well.
Yeah,
I think GCW kind of fell off too. To be completely honest, they didn't get a lot of press this year. And maybe is it because they had their first openly gay champion that people fucking have not supported them as hard as they normally do? I think that has a lot to do with it. I love Effie, but I don't think they booked Effie as a world champion like they booked other people. GCW really wasn't talked about or covered as much as other promotions this year are like they normally do. If anything, if you want to, CMML can be put in the running for, I think more people watch CMML this year than any other promotion, and TNA. I think more people seen CMML and TNA than any other promotion, including AEW and NXT, because of their affiliations with WWE. So they can be even put in the runnings there.
AAA.
I don't know AAA as much. I think the AEW fans don't go and watch the AAA product as much because AEW is not giving it a platform to put it on. Like AAA is not being put on. Hey, you should go to YouTube and watch it today. Like WWE is doing better at marketing. Like AAA's on, or CML's on, or AAA's on. Go watch it. So I was backwards with that. So I don't think I think it's AAA's over CML. I get them too confused, but no, I think WWE did a better job promoting CMLL than AEW did promoting. WWE did better with AAA than AEW did with CMLL. I think AEW did a better job putting their talent on their television and making them feel special, where WWE did a better job of saying you should go watch this product and we'll send our talent over there to get beat the shit out of their talent. BP, to end it out, your promotion of the year.
I share the cognitive dissonance with WWE because of the bedfellows they keep politically, but it's WWE. Especially if you look at success from a business standpoint, if you're just asking the question, what promotion did you enjoy the most? You are really just asking what's your favorite flavor of ice cream.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I guess I like vanilla more than I like. I don't even know what. I don't even know what. ABW would be like some kind of like very elaborate Ben and Jerry's flavor. They're just throwing everything in there and seeing what
And I
sticks.
love it. Give me
AEW
chocolate fudge brownie all
Rocky,
day long.
Rocky Road.
It's that Superman ice cream where it's like lemon and
It's like the sherbet.
blueberry and yeah.
Yeah.
But if you like it, you like it. And AEW.
Thank you for the
what they
subscribe.
tried-
Put your name here on YouTube. Appreciate that. We got a new subscriber. Sorry, BP.
AEW is very good at being what they're trying to be. It's just that I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it lacks structure. I think it lacks a through line. Very good wrestling, of course, but it gives me a headache in ways that WWE doesn't. Where WWE, it's do you prefer a company that tells 6 months worth of story in a year, or do you prefer a company that tells 6 months worth of story in 1 month? And give me the one that's a little more slow paced, maybe because I'm getting old. But I'll take my vanilla ice cream, even if the people who make it have really bad friends.
Yeah. Even if it's being scooped by a Nazi, we'll take it. No, I don't hate it. Like I said, if someone says WWE, I totally agree from a business standpoint and everything like that. But it's just I'm just putting my personal bias out there because I'm never going to be accused of being something I'm not. I'm very open and upfront. I prefer AEW. I have a lot of friends on AEW. I when it comes to the wrestling standpoint in general, the reason I prefer AEW over WWE is I feel like one of my friends on the independent scene will probably get a better chance going to AEW, keeping their character, keeping their name, keeping everything that made them special, and gets to do it on WWE that programming. Where WWE will strip everything that made you special and completely revamp you, and I don't think that's always the best idea.
Just never look at whose inaugural fund they gave $1 million to.
But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for us on this live stream. I appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging out. This is always open anytime I'm live doing gaming or doing ABJ on air. I don't do the podcast stuff side anymore just because it's just too much and it costs too much to do all the editing and everything like that and the programs that it costs to do it. So this is always a platform that you guys can come and chat and plug and talk about upcoming stuff. But speaking of upcoming stuff, Alex, if you have anything going on, you give your plugs right now.
Nothing really.
You don't have any shows coming up? You don't want to promote wrestling companies that you're a part of, or you want to give love to?
Not necessarily. NYWC is on the 27th. That's about it.
You're not going to plug SWA or what was the other one? Revolver or not Revolver? Remarkable.
Remarkable's on the 21st of March, so I got plenty of time to plug that. I appreciate what you're doing, but I got no plugs right now.
Okay.
I'm not really too happy with what's going on. Besides SWA, of course, that's January 16th, Snowbro. But
not a problem. Hold on one second. I have to do something real fast. Oh, all right. All right. DM, anything you want to plug? How's your truck simulator going?
It's going good. I'm doing the Winterland, the seasonal Christmas Wonderland thing that they do.
Okay.
Bro, I bet the developers of that game have made a crap ton of money off of you. Dude.
Oh
You
yeah,
still
they're
play the game?
raking it. This dude drives more truck than actual truck drivers.
I think, to be honest, SDS Software has done definitely a lot of work in this game for sure.
Yeah, he's racking it in for them, and he's killing it. Chase, what do you got to plug? You got some stuff to talk about.
I do, man. We have a show. Typically, Fountain City Pro, we run in the Kansas City metro area. We typically run on the Kansas side because fuck the athletic commission, or screw the athletic commission. I'm sorry.
You can curse. It's fucking.
I'll put $1. I'll put $1 in the swear jar. Screw the athletic commission in the state of Missouri, but we are running in Missouri for at least one show, and it is January 15th. We're super excited. Have announced Jake something already, announced Dan the Dad, and announced the tag team match. Was going to announce Warhorse, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I was about to say that.
he broke his plague.
So if you guys have a couple bucks, I know it's the holidays, so even if you have to wait till after the holidays, head over to Pro Wrestling Tees. I'm sure he's probably on there. And if you can, go buy a Warhorse shirt. The guy just broke his leg. He's going to be off the shelf for a while. I know Warhorse doesn't know me personally or know me from a hole in the wall. You can tell him that this platform's always open if he wants to come chat and talk wrestling with us while he's on the shelf and promote and plug his stuff. But go buy a Warhorse t-shirt. The guy works his ass off. He's a really, really good wrestler from that side. He travels all over the place. He was one of the most entertaining guys on the independent scene for a very long time. And go show him some love. He's going through a little bit of injury, so go support him if you can, or go follow him on social media and comment on one of his things and just say get well soon. Because when you're on the shelf, the biggest thing that wrestlers struggle with is just like, man, they're gonna forget me. And if you kind of can just give him a thing of just give him some positive reinforcement or encouragement, just be like, hey man, we're thinking about you. Fountain City Pro Chase and the ABJ live stream sent me here just to give him some words of encouragement and show him some love. That would probably go a long way for him. BP, what do we got going on in the month of January when it comes to PPW?
Oh, we got a lot going on. We have a match I'm really looking forward to. Christian Robinson and Malik Delvante. That's going to be chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Of course, we've got a Loser Leaves Town match, a Loser Leaves PPW match, which Matthew Yeager and Precious. That could be an interesting one.
And it's two rising stars. You don't want to lose either one of those guys.
Well, we're going to lose one of them. So.
Yeah.
I should have that before I agreed to let them do a Loser Leaves Town match. That's all for me.
That's bad on you, Booker man.
Hey, sometimes they push each other so far. You have to let them settle it the old-fashioned way, which is, one of us isn't coming back.
Absolutely. What's the date? How could people find PPW?
January 10th is the date. PPW Entertainment is our YouTube channel, so most of the people aren't going to be in the Slatington, Pennsylvania area in January, but if you are, it's worth a trip. We're going to have a good night of wrestling action. Before then, you can check me out and Paul Bowe from PPW on sportswire.com. We're going to be calling some high school basketball starting tomorrow. In addition to the college basketball we're doing at Penn State Schuylkill, we have some high school basketball. We're actually going to be in Wildwood, New Jersey on Sunday and Monday.
I haven't been down there in a minute.
Me neither. I haven't been down there in almost 30 years. The last time I was in Wildwood, I met Bam Bam Bigelow. That's how long it's been.
Holy shit.
Get the Boardwalk Basketball Classic. That'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, January 10th. We did just put up a new episode, the latest episode of PPW High Voltage on the PPW Entertainment YouTube. That's a good episode. It's there's a really good match there with some young up and coming guys, people you may not heard of yet, but you may hear of them in the future. Dan Stofko and Sean LaBelle are in that one. And then our main event was a match I enjoyed a lot. It was the main event in the entire show. Whenever we can find a way to get the women in the main event, it always makes me happy. And Jem and Sammy Chaos delivered, so that's the main event of that episode as well. And that's on PPW Entertainment on YouTube. You can watch that episode of High Voltage.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us. ABJ on air. We called an audible here tonight. We put some stuff out there when we couldn't do the watch along as normal because Netflix, it was a pre-taped with the holidays. Like I said, I probably won't be here Wednesday night because of Christmas Eve for AEW. So you guys enjoy your Christmas Eve and your Christmas. Maybe Christmas night I will be live doing a game stream. I'll still play the Corey Christmas night, or maybe I even pop in late Christmas Eve. Who knows? I don't know. Just hit your bell notifications so you can keep following along and know when I go live.
Or you'll be visited by 3 ghosts if you don't do it.
What's that?
If you don't subscribe, you'll be visited by 3 ghosts in the middle of the night.
I will send Krampus to your house if you don't subscribe, and you will get put in a fucking sack and beat with a stick. But yeah, so we'll be live for the Quarry Christmas night. That will be guaranteed. Christmas night, I will be live with the Quarry because I do have work the next day, so I won't be able to stay out late Christmas night. So I'll be home. I'll stream, and we gotta. Actually, Ted, I'm gonna go the whole game without finding one tarot card. I'm gonna make that girl's job pointless the entire game. Even when I find them, I'm not gonna take it. I'm leaving the fucking tarot card right there, and I'm walking away. I'm making that lady not earn her paycheck. Every time I come back, she's like, again? I want to know what she says every time I come back with nothing. So that's the bit. I'm going to do that. But yeah, the Quarry will be Thursday night. We're taking Wednesday night off. I'll be here tomorrow night live streaming some Fortnite. I did get a brand new game for you guys to be excited for. Maybe we'll start playing it on the weekends if I go live, but I can't pronounce it. So if I say it wrong, please don't make fun of me. But it's Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia. Did I say that right? I did. It's a ghost hunting game. It's supposed to scare the shit out of you. I'm not great with horror games, but I was able to get Phasmophobia for like $8, so I grabbed it. And we will ghost hunt. And if you have Xbox or crossplay and you want to play Phasmophobia with me in the Discord and we go ghost hunting together, that could be a live stream. We can go ghost hunting together on ABJ Game Over, and you will watch me shit my pants. All right, so that'll be great to watch. But that's going to do it for ABJ On Air. Once again, huge thank you to Steven Chambers, who had to cut out here. Axel, which is the SWA and GM. I think he's still that whole role. DM Otter from our BP Burke from PPW, and Chase, the owner of one of the owners of Fountain City Pro Wrestling. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And what's that?
The owner, Booker, owner.
Oh, you don't have it's not you and a partner? I thought you had a partner.
No, I got people that help, but I don't know.
All right, well, fuck all those people. You're the solo dolo, the face that runs the place.
I own it.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that'll do it for us. Thank you guys again for popping in. I had a blast. We called the audible. We got it done. Everything was fun. Everything worked out fine. Sorry if we didn't cover wrestling as much as we should have, but like I say, we're all in different. People are probably still now just finishing our Netflix stream. But thank you guys so much. Here's some music for the Converse Kid. We'll see you next time. We're out of here.
Sit up in my room, trying to write words that don't make sad songs. I don't want you to feel bad for the life I've had. Whenever you're around, it helps me. I get my starstruck kisses from you. You make me happy when I feel blue. You're really something I haven't had in a long time. In a long time. Are you my daydream Valentine? Understand what I'm going through. Life isn't planned out to hurt you. Chucked in the middle, it's like our crooked teeth.